Welcome to our CSR 2025 postseason baseball sponsorship video. I want to say thank you to all the fine folks that jumped on board with us and supported this Bobcat postseason baseball run. Your live production will be back on shortly.
Hey, let's get up to one of the biggest Bobcat families there is, and that is the Allen family out of Tourney, Arkansas. You see pictured there. I love the kiddos, Lily and Grady, and man, have they grown since the last time we put their pictures up. Love seeing that. Thank you, Billy Allen, for getting with me on this. Thanks to the Allen family for always supporting us, not just us here at CSR, but also the city of Corning and obviously Corning Bobcat Athletics. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this state tournament.
Energy Infusion Center, downtown Corning, Arkansas. Great friends of ours, and more importantly, great people in our community. That's Miss Debbie and Bud Hill, who have always supported us here at CSR, except this time with a little different twist. That's right, the Energy Infusion Center is such a unique place is the right word. Only one of 500 in the world. You heard that right. Only one of 500 in the world on the planet Earth, on our globe, and we've got one right here in God's country, Corning, Arkansas. Holds up to 12 people per night. Guys, that's a lot. Take your whole family if you want to. In fact, it's only $150 to spend those 12 hours overnight. How about that? That's cheaper than most hotels, guys. Plus, the important stuff, you're getting the healing factors that your body really needs. I love this idea. In fact, some of our Bobcat athletes that you are watching right now in this live stream went there to help heal their bodies after games. Downtown Corning, Arkansas, at Debbie Rose Massage is Energy Infusion Center. Reach them at 573-480-7819, and they're wishing the Bobcats the best of luck.
And another familiar face with us here at CSR, it's Nutrient Ag Solutions, always supporting us. We appreciate them, and especially Mr. James Varvel, who does so much for the community and also for Corning Athletics. We sincerely appreciate him. Nutrient Ag Solutions, want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Here's a good friend of ours, a staffer of ours, and also a great sponsor of ours. It's Mr. Mike Townsend and his company, Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. We appreciate Mike jumping on board with us and sponsoring yet again. He may be here today to help us. He's one of our staffers we can always kind of count on, so we appreciate him. For all your hauling needs, call Mike 870-926-2119. He wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Next up on our sponsor video slideshow is a familiar face. It is the Sherd family. We appreciate them for jumping on board yet again with us here for the Bobcat postseason run. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck and that they are extremely proud of the season that they've had this year, and we're extremely proud of them for always supporting us. You see number 7 there, Rocket Man Rex, as we like to call him. That's Rex Sherd. Obviously, they're wishing him a great long postseason run. The Sherd family from Corning, Arkansas. Hey, we're excited about this one, a new business in town in God's country. It's owner-operator Amber Murray and her company, Indulge. And let me tell you a little bit about them. They're Corning's elite facial and lash spa. They're located at 615 North Missouri Street there in Corning, Arkansas. And they're proud to provide a range, and I mean a long range of superior services, including basic facials, gentlemen's facials, hydrofacials, anti-aging facials with LED light, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, lash extensions, lash lift and tints, brow wax with tinting, permanent jewelry, spray tanning, and more. All you got to do is get a hold of them, book an appointment. Feel free to call or even text. How about that? An owner giving out their cell phone, 870-809-0229. Again, that's Amber Murray, Indulge at 615 North Missouri Street, 870-809-0229. She's wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Hey, it's never too late to be a sponsor here with us in the postseason. Only $100 to get your ads ran and support our, hopefully, crossing fingers, long run here for Bobcat postseason baseball. Get hold of myself, Andy Earls. You can call, text me, 501-413-9715, or whatever platform you're watching this on. Message us on that page or channel, and we'll get a hold of you. Wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this baseball postseason run. Welcome to our CSR 2025 postseason baseball sponsorship video. I want to say thank you to all the fine folks that jumped on board with us and supported this Bobcat postseason baseball run. Your live production will be back on shortly.
Hey, let's get up to one of the biggest Bobcat families there is, And that is the Allen family out of Corning, Arkansas. You see pictured there. I love the kiddos, Lily and Grady. And man, have they grown since the last time we put their pictures up. Love seeing that. Thank you, Billy Allen, for getting with me on this. Thanks to the Allen family for always supporting us, not just us here at CSR, but also the city of Corning and obviously Corning Bobcat Athletics. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this state tournament.
Energy Infusion Center, downtown Corning, Arkansas. Great friends of ours, and more importantly, great people in our community. That's Miss Debbie and Bud Hill, who have always supported us here at CSR, except this time with a little different twist. That's right, the Energy Infusion Center is such a unique place is the right word. Only one of 500 in the world. You heard that right. Only one of 500 in the world on the planet Earth, on our globe, and we've got one right here in God's country, Corning, Arkansas. Holds up to 12 people per night. Guys, that's a lot. Take your whole family if you want to. In fact, it's only $150 to spend those 12 hours overnight. How about that? That's cheaper than most hotels, guys. Plus, the important stuff, you're getting the healing factors that your body really needs. I love this idea. In fact, some of our Bobcat athletes that you are watching right now in this live stream went there to help heal their bodies after games. Downtown Corning, Arkansas, at Debbie Rose Massage is Energy Infusion Center. Reach them at 573-480-7819, and they're wishing the Bobcats the best of luck.
And another familiar face with us here at CSR, it's Nutrient Ag Solutions, always supporting us. We appreciate them, and especially Mr. James Varvel, who does so much for the community and also for Corning Athletics. We sincerely appreciate him. Nutrient Ag Solutions, want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Here's a good friend of ours, a staffer of ours, and also a great sponsor of ours. It's Mr. Mike Townsend and his company, Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. We appreciate Mike jumping on board with us and sponsoring yet again. He may be here today to help us. He's one of our staffers we can always kind of count on, so we appreciate him. For all your hauling needs, call Mike 870-926-2119. He wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Next up on our sponsor video slideshow is a familiar face. It is the Sherd family. We appreciate them for jumping on board yet again with us here for the Bobcat postseason run. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck and that they are extremely proud of the season that they've had this year, and we're extremely proud of them for always supporting us. You see number 7 there, Rocket Man Rex, as we like to call him. That's Rex Sherd. Obviously, they're wishing him a great long postseason run. The Sherd family from Corning, Arkansas. Hey, we're excited about this one, a new business in town in God's country. It's owner-operator Amber Murray and her company, Indulge. And let me tell you a little bit about them. They're Corning's elite facial and lash spa. They're located at 615 North Missouri Street there in Corning, Arkansas. And they're proud to provide a range, and I mean a long range of superior services, including basic facials, gentlemen's facials, hydrofacials, anti-aging facials with LED light, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, lash extensions, lash lift and tints, brow wax with tinting, permanent jewelry, spray tanning, and more. All you got to do is get a hold of them, book an appointment. Feel free to call or even text. How about that? An owner giving out their cell phone, 870-809-0229. Again, that's Amber Murray, Indulge at 615 North Missouri Street, 870-809-0229. She's wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Hey, it's never too late to be a sponsor here with us in the postseason. Only $100 to get your ads ran and support our, hopefully, crossing fingers, long run here for Bobcat postseason baseball. Get a hold of myself, Andy Earls. You can call, text me, 501-413-9715, or whatever platform you're watching this on. Message us on that page or channel, and we'll get a hold of you. Wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this baseball postseason run. Welcome to our CSR 2025 postseason baseball sponsorship video. I want to say thank you to all the fine folks that jumped on board with us and supported this Bobcat postseason baseball run. Your live production will be back on shortly.
Hey, let's get up to one of the biggest Bobcat families there is, and that is the Allen family out of Corning, Arkansas. You see pictured there. I love the kiddos, Lily and Grady. And man, have they grown since the last time we put their pictures up. Love seeing that. Thank you, Billy Allen, for getting with me on this. Thanks to the Allen family for always supporting us, not just us here at CSR, but also the city of Corning, and obviously Corning Bobcat Athletics. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this state tournament.
Energy Infusion Center, downtown Corning, Arkansas. Great friends of ours, and more importantly, great people in our community. That's Miss Debbie and Bud Hill, who have always supported us here at CSR, except this time with a little different twist. That's right. The Energy Infusion Center is such a unique place is the right word. Only one of 500 in the world. You heard that right. Only one of 500 in the world on the planet Earth, on our globe. And we've got one right here in God's country, Corning, Arkansas. Holds up to 12 people per night. Guys, that's a lot. Take your whole family if you want to. In fact, it's only $150 to spend those 12 hours overnight. How about that? That's cheaper than most hotels, guys. Plus, the important stuff, you're getting the healing factors that your body really needs. I love this idea. In fact, some of our Bobcat athletes that you are watching right now in this live stream went there to help heal their bodies after games. Downtown Corning, Arkansas, at Debbie Rose Massage is Energy Infusion Center. Reach them at 573-480-7819, and they're wishing the Bobcats the best of luck.
And another familiar face with us here at CSR, it's Nutrient Ag Solutions, always supporting us. We appreciate them, and especially Mr. James Varvel, who does so much for the community and also for Corning Athletics. We sincerely appreciate him. Nutrient Ag Solutions, want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Here's a good friend of ours, a staffer of ours, and also a great sponsor of ours. It's Mr. Mike Townsend and his company, Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. We appreciate Mike jumping on board with us and sponsoring yet again. He may be here today to help us. He's one of our staffers we can always kind of count on, so we appreciate him. For all your hauling needs, call Mike, 870-926-2119. He wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Next up on our sponsor video slideshow is a familiar face. It is the Sherd family. We appreciate them for jumping on board yet again with us here for the Bobcat postseason run. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck and that they are extremely proud of the season that they've had this year, and we're extremely proud of them for always supporting us. You see number 7 there, Rocket Man Rex, as we like to call him. That's Rex Sherd. Obviously, they're wishing him a great long postseason run. The Sherd family from Corning, Arkansas. Hey, we're excited about this one. A new business in town in God's country. It's owner-operator Amber Murray and her company, Indulge. And let me tell you a little bit about them. They're Corning's elite facial and lash spa. They're located at 615 North Missouri Street there in Corning, Arkansas. And they're proud to provide a range, and I mean a long range of superior services, including basic facials, gentlemen's facials, hydrofacials, anti-aging facials with LED light, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, lash extensions, lash lift and tints, brow wax with tinting, permanent jewelry, spray tanning, and more. All you got to do is get a hold of them, book an appointment. Feel free to call or even text. How about that? An owner giving out their cell phone, 870-809-0229. Again, that's Amber Murray, Indulge at 615 North Missouri Street, 870-809-0229. She's wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Hey, it's never too late to be a sponsor here with us in the postseason. Only $100 to get your ads ran and support our, hopefully, crossing fingers, long run here for Bobcat postseason baseball. Get hold of myself, Andy Earls. You can call, text me, 501-413-9715, or whatever platform you're watching this on. Message us on that page or channel, and we'll get a hold of you. Wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this baseball postseason run. Welcome to our CSR 2025 postseason baseball sponsorship video. I want to say thank you to all the fine folks that jumped on board with us and supported this Bobcat postseason baseball run. Your live production will be back on shortly.
Hey, let's get up to one of the biggest Bobcat families there is, and that is the Allen family out of Corning, Arkansas. You see pictured there. I love the kiddos, Lily and Grady, and man, have they grown since the last time we put their pictures up. Love seeing that. Thank you, Billy Allen, for getting with me on this. Thanks to the Allen family for always supporting us, not just us here at CSR, but also the city of Corning and obviously Corning Bobcat Athletics. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this state tournament.
Energy Infusion Center, downtown Corning, Arkansas. Great friends of ours, and more importantly, great people in our community. That's Miss Debbie and Bud Hill, who have always supported us here at CSR, except this time with a little different twist. That's right. The Energy Infusion Center is such a unique place is the right word. Only one of 500 in the world. You heard that right. Only one of 500 in the world on the planet Earth, on our globe. And we've got one right here in God's country, Corning, Arkansas. Holds up to 12 people per night. Guys, that's a lot. Take your whole family if you want to. In fact, it's only $150 to spend those 12 hours overnight. How about that? That's cheaper than most hotels, guys. Plus, the important stuff, you're getting the healing factors that your body really needs. I love this idea. In fact, some of our Bobcat athletes that you are watching right now in this live stream went there to help heal their bodies after games. Downtown Corning, Arkansas, at Debbie Rose Massage is Energy Infusion Center. Reach them at 573-480-7819, and they're wishing the Bobcats the best of luck.
And another familiar face with us here at CSR, it's Nutrient Ag Solutions, always supporting us. We appreciate them, and especially Mr. James Varvel, who does so much for the community and also for Corning Athletics. We sincerely appreciate him. Nutrient Ag Solutions, want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Here's a good friend of ours, a staffer of ours, and also a great sponsor of ours. It's Mr. Mike Townsend and his company, Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. We appreciate Mike jumping on board with us and sponsoring yet again. He may be here today to help us. He's one of our staffers we can always kind of count on, so we appreciate him. For all your hauling needs, call Mike, 870-926-2119. He wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Next up on our sponsor video slideshow is a familiar face. It is the Sherd family. We appreciate them for jumping on board yet again with us here for the Bobcat postseason run. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck and that they are extremely proud of the season that they've had this year, and we're extremely proud of them for always supporting us. You see number 7 there, Rocket Man Rex, as we like to call him. That's Rex Sherd. Obviously, they're wishing him a great, long postseason run. The Sherd family from Corning, Arkansas. Hey, we're excited about this one, a new business in town in God's country. It's owner-operator Amber Murray and her company, Indulge. And let me tell you a little bit about them. They're Corning's elite facial and lash spa. They're located at 615 North Missouri Street there in Corning, Arkansas. And they're proud to provide a range, and I mean a long range of superior services, including basic facials, gentlemen's facials, hydrofacials, anti-aging facials with LED light, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, lash extensions, lash lift and tints, brow wax with tinting, permanent jewelry, spray tanning, and more. All you got to do is get a hold of them, book an appointment. Feel free to call or even text. How about that? An owner giving out their cell phone, 870-809-0229. Again, that's Amber Murray, Indulge at 615 North Missouri Street, 870-809-0229. She's wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Hey, it's never too late to be a sponsor here with us in the postseason. Only $100 to get your ads ran and support our, hopefully, crossing fingers, long run here for Bobcat postseason baseball. Get hold of myself, Andy Earls. You can call, text me, 501-413-9715, or whatever platform you're watching this on. Message us on that page or channel, and we'll get a hold of you. Wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this baseball postseason run.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Corning Sports Report's live coverage of some Corning Bobcat postseason baseball. Not just postseason baseball, but state tournament baseball. We are live on location, Palestine, Arkansas, on the campus of Palestine.
I will say that wrong all night
Wheatley
long, too.
High School.
PW. I'm going to call them PW.
A beautiful new high school, a beautiful new baseball, softball, and football playing fields, facilities. And we are excited to be here for the 2A state baseball tournament opening round. It's our beloved Corning Bobcats battling the Lifeway Christian Warriors. Guys, we're excited to be here. Andy Earls alongside me, J.R. Rourke, and also Smalls. My little one's here with us today as well. We can't wait to get this thing started. I do want to send it out real quick. Actually, no, let's do this, J.R., if we can, because I think we're going to do National Anthem, if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe we're not. Okay, no, let's do this. Let's get out to our keys of the game real quick. Let's knock that out of the way before we forget and we get too deep into this thing. Let us know where you're tuning in from today if you don't mind. Let us know who you're cheering for. Corning Bobcats out of the Conference 3-2A. They were 7-1 overall in the regular season. Finished second, obviously, in conference regular season and second in district tournament. They were the 4 seed, though, because they were 4th in our 2-2A regional. 13-7 overall. The big thing is for us, defense. Do not let us down. Don't let me down. Defense. That's what we need right there. Early confidence, too. Hey, you're playing the 1 seed here. A bunch of young pups in the state tournament. You never know how that's going to work out for you. Need a little early confidence, in my opinion, and also aggressive base running. Let's head over to the Lifeway Christian Warriors. The Warriors. How about this? They are 22-8 overall. They're out of the 1-2A, and they were dominant there. 13-1. How about that record over in the 1-2A? Their biggest thing, kind of like anybody else in life, limit errors in the field. Put the ball in play, limit strikeouts. In other words, make Corning's defense make a play. And then on the other side, throw strikes. Trust your defense. That's the thing. Don't walk batters. Don't get free batters and free runners on the base pass there if you're the Lifeway Christian Warriors. Let's do a little Bobcat baseball rewind if we can real quick. So we'll go through this again at some point, but let's go back to 2018, and let's do the state tournament. Same round here, round number 1. It was in Smackover, Arkansas. Our Corning Bobcats were victorious over Jessieville. I believe that's the Lions, 6-5 in a nail-biter. Matthew Arndt was 2 of 3 hitting. Seth George was a starting pitcher, went 5 strong innings. And then in relief was Mason Silverstein and Clint Hovis. I almost said Chad Hovis. Chad was the one that actually helped me with this information. So him, and by the way, Brittany George was very, very helpful. Coach George as well, and I think Chad and Tara Hovis. But Miss George actually stayed up a while there, sending me a bunch of stuff. Speaking of what she sent me, we talked about the most recent state championship winners or state tournament teams for the Bobcats. And what I did is I took the last 4. We can go back further than that, obviously, but I took the last 4 for you guys and put on a little bit of slideshow just to give them some love. It's going to have pictures, a little bit of information as well. Let's go out to that while we got a second. We'll be right back. All right, guys, that was our slideshow there of the past 4 Bobcat state tournament playoff teams here at Corning. So big round of applause to those folks for making it that far. And then before that, I think it was 2012, I heard. I'm pretty sure 07-08, which had a really good run, by the way. That's that group there. But think about that in that group. That class of 18, they went to state tournament in 15, 16, 17, and 18. That's a heck of a
pretty impressive.
That's a heck of a run right there is what that is. That's extremely impressive. Guys, we are getting really, really close. What do you want, babe? You want that? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Can you get the comments for us now that we don't have it thanks to Smalls? She just came in here like she owned the thing, and she does. That's what a 6-year-old does. If you have kids, you guys know how that is. So she came in and just said, no, that's mine. I'm using that. So, and right now, I'm not even going to really battle her. It's not worth it. On the bump today for the Lifeway Christian Warriors, and I need to see if I can get this camera to actually zoom in on a little better. is going to be Jackson, I believe, Rogers. Is that right?
Yes, Jackson Rogers.
There we go. I think I got him now. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize. Let's try to get this young man on the camera here if we can. This young man right here, and I believe we got some stats for him if I'm not mistaken. If we can pull that up real quick. They've got a lefty that's really good, and they got a righty that's really good, and both of them are named Jackson. And so let's see this kid's tidbits here. There we go. It looks like 69 or 59 Ks, only 9 walks, a 3.05 ERA. How about that? Holy hay bells, that's impressive. That's the kid that we're dealing with today, the righty on the mound, number 17. And Jackson gets the lead off against Jackson. How about that? Guys, share the feed. We'll get to your comments. I promise there's several comments. Thank you, guys. You're already on top of this, so we will get to those comments here in just a second, I promise. We're going to get you out here to some baseball, and let's hope it's a great day for our Bobcats as we're live from Palestine, Arkansas, on the campus of Palestine Whitley, the 2A state baseball tournament. Andy Earls on the headset with J.R. Roark, and we're excited to be here. And leading off for the Bobcats is going to be Jackson Jett, the freshman. You see some of his stats come across the screen there. How about the 328 batting average, 11 RBIs? But I like the on-base percentage, 450 on-base percentage for Jackson Jett. That is really good stuff. The first pitch from Jackson Rogers is in for a strike. And we're going to have issues with that pitcher's camera, but we'll have to figure that out here in a minute. That netting is not.
Shooting through the net always causes issues.
Yeah. That second pitch was outside, a little off speed, maybe overcooked a little bit. You see the all-turf field here. We'll go to that picture there just for a second. You see the all-turf field here at Palestine. It's not just this one. Inside pitch jammed him, but he did get a piece of it to Jackson. Jett fouls it off, and Jackson Rogers ahead 1-2 on Jett, the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats. But their softball field is all turf. Their football field is all turf. I mean, it is turf galore here in Palestine.
Got nice complexes out here that they've built.
Along with a brand new high school as well. Brand new high school here at Palestine Wheatley as well. And that is pretty neat stuff, man. I mean, you got to be excited for the kiddos with that. And if you've seen their old football field, you know that they needed one. We got a time. Umpire grants it from Jackson Jett. You see Jackson Rogers on the bump today, the righty. They've got a really good lefty, too, is my understanding. And here comes the pitch. Check swing, tipped it foul, but the catcher caught it. I apologize. And that's Grayson Gatasek, the catcher. I want to say thanks to Warren Gatasek for all his help as Jagger George comes up to bat. For all his help this week. And Warren wanted to give a shout-out to his wife. What a suck-up is Coach Gatasek over there for Lifeway, but I promised him I'd do it. And Coach Warren, honestly, I'd do the same thing, so nice job, my friend. How about the numbers there from Jagger George you see on the screen? 18 RBIs for this young man, scored 14 runs for the Bobcats as the first pitch is in there for a ball. Again, you're going to hear this a lot today, another freshman in the starting lineup for the Bobcats. Next pitch, check swing. Did he go? They're going to say he did, and that'll be strike one as son looks over to father down third base side.
Yeah, looked like from back here he checked up on it, but
father didn't look too happy. I don't know if it was with the call or with the swing in itself, but Jagger chokes up on the bat a little bit. Jammed him inside. That went straight up and behind us here. We hope everybody's okay back there. Almost hit where the sign-in spot is, the canopy there. Very close. I don't know if y'all can see behind us. You probably can't. I don't know if I need to lean this way or that way to really see it, but either way, it's going to be 2 strikes, 1-2 count. Out of the windup, Jackson to Jagger. That ball is hit shallow center field. It looks like the center fielder. Nope, the second baseman's going to call him off, and he's going to make the catch. And great job out there by Jackson, or Andrew Jackson, I guess I should say. Good play there by that young man. And this pitcher so far has been he's been on top of it as the 3-hole hitter Rex Sherd comes to bat for the Bobcats. Great job by the second baseman there calling off. The center fielder was, flying. I believe that's Micah Quinn Micah Quinn's got some wheels, and you'll see him in center field. We'll go to this camera here. He's out there in center right now. He's playing probably normal depth, I would say. 354 to dead center, kind of an odd number, but going right side, if it stays fair, it's trouble, but it's going to find its way into foul territory. And that's just going to be a long strike, though, but a great swing there by Rex.
A little bit late. Good swing.
We get Rex's stats up there on the scoreboard here if we can real quick. I just want to see some of this for you folks at home. 13 walks this year, 12 RBIs. Again, another freshman. He's going to fight here. I like it, staying alive. Typically, JR, if you hit that one straight back, your timing's on.
Yep.
Just got to fix that launch angle just a little bit. He wears the very shiny white New Balance turf shoes. I don't know that we played on turf this year, JR, to be honest with you.
I don't think we have.
Rogers out of the windup, ahead 0-2, and Rex says, nah, let's hold the phone. Not so fast, my friend. Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from today. If you don't mind, share that feed for us to a state baseball tournament here from Palestine, Arkansas. The 0-2 pitch swung outside and missed. And good morning, good evening, good night, says Jackson Rogers. And Lifeway Christian does a great job there from the pitching staff, the defense, to hold the Bobcats 1-2-3. They retired the side, in fact, didn't get a single runner on for the Bobcats. Want to mention the fine folks here at Palestine Wheatley for a second, if I can. Kerry Knowlton, I believe, is the AD here. Very thankful for him, and really, really appreciate that. He's been very, 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 very accommodating is probably the right word. It's kind of a tough setup here, and we take up a lot of space with what we do. So big thanks to him. Thanks to the assistant coaches over here at Palestine as well. Thanks to the IT folks as well. The folks that answer the phone this week when we were bugging them left and right, trying to get some information. So everyone's been nice to us here, and we appreciate that. You can't go wrong when you have some really good hospitality. We have got Mr. Reed McMasters on the bump today for the Bobcats, and the senior has had one heck of a season, one heck of a career, honestly, if we're going to be honest about it. One heck of a career as we try to get him on screen here, so maybe it's not too blurry. If we can get some of his stats up there, JR, if you don't mind real quick. How about 72 strikeouts to only 24 walks? That's impressive. A 2.60 ERA is very impressive, but 72 strikeouts to only 24 walks. And listen, when you got a lefty that can do that, that's a dangerous, dangerous weapon for your baseball team. If you're just tuning in with us and maybe you're not familiar with these teams, Corning in the black jerseys, the pinstripes with the gold stripe, the gray pants, the white numerals, white trim. Lifeway Christian, they are in their, we'll call it crimson jerseys. The gray pants, white lettering, white numerals, and gray trim. It's a beautiful day here. A lot of cloud cover. If it wasn't, it would be extremely hot, I think.
A lot of wind.
We've been dealing with that. But that's okay. We can handle that. We can handle the wind. It's not too bad of a deal. But it's a good day for baseball is what I'm trying to get at. So
it's not storming like it is back home, though. So that's
hey, hopefully everybody's okay. JR was showing me something there. I didn't even realize it was going to storm back home. I hope my wife's watching. Hope you're okay, sweetie. Hope everybody back home in Corning is okay. Matter of fact, Brenda McGrew-Guthrie just said starting to storm in Corning, I hope we keep electricity to watch. That's a good point. Now would be a great time to have a generator, I guess. So the Bobcat infield going to meet the mound there. I like this from them. You see them. Hey, leading off for Lifeway is Dan, the shortstop. Looks like an athletic kid. We're going to get his numbers up here in just a second as we take it off Reed McMasters for just a second. And as we start the bottom half of the first inning, the shortstop's going to lead off us. Put you some of his stats up there at the top of the screen for just a second as we got a lefty-righty matchup. And 422 on-base percentage. That's what you want to see from a leadoff guy, and this kid can do it. Barehanded bomber looks like. No, I say barehanded. His right hand's barehanded. Got a white batting glove on the left hand. How about that? Kind of unique. I've seen that last week at the regionals, too. I don't know when that became a thing, but it's starting to become a thing, evidently.
Yeah, that's one batting glove become more popular, seems like.
Well, the other day we also had somebody, good pitcher by Reed McMasters, RMC, right down Main Street. The other day we seen somebody had the glove on the right hand and barehanded left hand, which that was kind of different. I don't know.
For a right-handed batter?
Yeah, it was kind of strange. There's the kick, the delivery, just a little bit low. We almost said cheese at the knees, but instead it was at the ankle of the leadoff hitter, Dan. And this young man, watching him in warm-ups, looks very athletic, and that makes sense for a leadoff hitter. And he's going to take a walk. He's going to add to that on-base percentage. And a leadoff walk typically comes back to haunt you. Let's hope it doesn't here for the Bobcats. We'll see if the defense maybe play some double play depth as we got Grayson Gatasek coming up. And Grayson is a phenomenal player for Lifeway. And speaking of, you'll see his stats as well. We're trying to get all these kids some love here. How about the batting average? And how about the 3 home runs? This kid, they're going to check on the runner, and I don't blame them. The 1464 on base plus slugging, that's insane. This kid right here's got some serious pop in this bat, as he's got the almost rainbow-colored batting gloves. Inside pitch for a strike and a beauty. Oh, a beauty by Reed McMasters right there. Could not have put that in a better spot if he tried to. And that's what you want to see. You want to see him pitching ahead of these counts, especially these big hitters right here, like the 2 and 3 hole hitters. Next pitch is a little bit high. What, baby? Where's it at? Right here? Okay. Go straight. Hey, wash your hands when you're done. Okay? There's the pitch. Chop foul. It's going to be down the right side, the right field line. Foul. I love the coach there. Gatasek tried to catch that thing. Did everything he could. They're going to pitch out. I like the idea there. Smalls. Sorry, guys. My little one's got to use the bathroom. Go figure. Thank you to Miss Price for helping us out there. And we're going to check
off attempt.
Yeah, check on the runner again. And I don't blame him. Again, this is a leadoff hitter over there, Dan, the shortstop. And now you got the catcher, Grayson, who can absolutely demolish a baseball. And it's a 2-2 count. You can see the lead. Let's get you to this picture here. You can see the lead by Dan. And they've got a lot of attention to him right now. High pitch. TJ Small thought about picking it off there down the first base side. Decides against it. You get a payoff pitch coming here. McMaster's out of the stretch. Nice pitch. That's big time right there from Reedy Mack. RMC with a big pitch right there for the Bobcats. And you can't hardly see him because it's blurry, and I apologize. I don't know how we're going to fix that, but we'll do our best to try. Love what we're seeing there from Reed McMasters. And that's Dan with a good leadoff again. That's bringing up the 3-hole hitter, Micah Quinn. And, boy, Micah's a dandy, folks. You see the numbers up there. He's got 3 home runs himself. How about the average, the on-base plus slugging? How about the RBIs? I mean, there's nothing you can't everything's good. There goes a runner. The throw down. Good throw. They almost got him. That was really close. Credit a stolen base here, I apologize, from Dan. And that puts a Lifeway Christian Warrior in scoring position for the first time today here in the bottom half of this first inning. Runner in scoring position for Micah Quinn to add to that RBI total. We hope he doesn't, obviously, as Bobcat fans. Chop straight back into the padding here. Got the cinder blocks, and then the padding's pretty thick right behind home plate. You get a little bit down the lines there, you lose the padding. I would say, though, for a catcher, this isn't a bad. We've seen deeper and further.
Yeah, on backstops.
Yeah. 2-1 count here on the 3-hole hitter. Nice pitch by McMasters. We know Micah Quinn's got some wheels. We've seen it in center field early on that shallow pop-up to second base. He's got the tie-dye-ish rainbow-colored gloves as well. He rests that bat on his shoulder. Now he waves it around. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. They're going to check on the runner instead. And I know we got a ton of people that are commenting. I promise at the end of this inning here I will get to you. One down here. We are at Palestine Wheatley School District, Palestine, Arkansas. That ball's chopped straight up, and we think it's out of play. We hope everybody's okay. Everybody's covering up. I don't have a clue. Again, right back. Can they see that? There's a red canopy behind us here. don't know if y'all can see that at home, but that's where they check in everybody. And there's 2 balls that have came, extremely close to hitting that now. 2-2 count. We'll do it again. Off speed, just a bit high in the numbers. We'll say the letters, actually. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it. Lifesaver. Full count. Obviously, first base is open, but you want to try to get Quinn out here if you can. The kick, the delivery, chop fouls. Straight back, that's going close to the concession stand. Maybe no, maybe it's not. Actually, that bounced off the netting.
Yeah, it stayed in.
Just
right back to
barely,
the umpire almost.
Barely stays in. We'll do this payoff pitch one more time. 3-2-1. If you're into numbers, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's Dan, the shortstop, on first. Micah Quinn, 3-hole hitter at the plate, off speed, curveball in the dirt. Oh, I thought the runner, Dan, was going to try to take third base there. Good job by TJ Small. He's done a good job back here at the behind home plate. Again, tough position to be playing. Did you wash your hands? You did? Okay, good. Tough position to play. And, well, Lifeway has 2 runners via 2 walks, 2 bases on balls. That's going to bring up Jackson Rogers, the hitter for the Warriors. He's also the pitcher today. Had a heck of a top of the first, did Jackson Rogers, and he's got some good numbers too. He's going to plant this one out to right field. Brady Russum's got it. Underneath it. Oh, the runner on second tripped on the bag. Holy, hey, watch the replay here, folks. He goes back to tag. Instead of the corner of the bag, he hits the middle of the bag, and he slips and falls. Watch this. Little things in baseball make a difference, and that right there, you got to be at third base there. And, of course, Dan knows that. He understands. He's a baller. That's going to bring up Dylan Brown now. We'll call him Downtown Brown, the right fielder, batting in the 5-hole for Lifeway Christian. You see his numbers coming up on top of the screen. How about the 2 home runs? He's got some pop. And here's another, we'll call it a uniglover. One batting glove. It's such a unique thing, and this time it's on the right hand.
That's what you were just talking about a while ago.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the way he's hitting it, whatever works, just keep doing it. In the dirt. Oh, it went 5-hole on TJ Small. It's going to advance both runners. Curveball had a little bit too much cook on it, and that's a tough one right now. Listen, this is a different bounce than on natural grass and dirt, too. Let's keep that in mind. Definitely a different bounce than what you would normally have.
I think that's what happened. He expected to bounce, and it just kind of stayed on the ground.
Yeah. We zoomed that camera out a little bit. Now all of a sudden it's kind of focusing. I don't like it zoomed out that far. That's not my purpose of it, but that's okay. It'll work. Another one gets by. It's going to be a play at the plate. Here comes the runner, and he's going to slide home safely for the first run. And 2 pitches back-to-back, and the runners advance. And the first run of the game comes from Lifeway on 2 outs. And you can call that a wild pitch. You can call it a pass ball. I think TJ Small wishes he'd have had that one, though.
It's probably going to be a wild pitch because even though probably should have been blocked, TJ will say he should have blocked it.
Yeah, and that's
it did hit the ground before it got to him. So.
Yeah. And that's going to be a walk to Dylan Brown. That'll put the runners on the corners for the Warriors. We'll see if they get a little wheels in motion here and start running. That's going to bring up Langford, the first baseman. Langford's got some good numbers, too, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember seeing right. Yeah, how about the on-base plus slugging over 1,000? That's impressive. High pitch. A little too out of the strike zone there. And TJ Small did a good job there, though, of getting to that ball. I will say that. I'm trying to get something here for my little girl.
Runner's going.
Yeah, the bunt attempt was just smoke screen, and you're right, the runner did advance. Dylan Brown now at second base. And you're going to have Micah Quinn. And you got 2 guys with some wheels for sure on the base pass. 2 outs. Both the Bobcats could get out of this inning with just 1 run. That would be big. There you go, sweetie. Keep it down, okay? Hey, not everybody wants to hear your stuff, all right? See if Reed McMasters can find a way here. He's ahead 1-2 in this count.
There's pitch number 29 coming up as well, so a lot of work he's had to put in this inning.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind as well. Lifeway has definitely made him work. Some of that may be his own fault with the walks. Obviously, 3 walks, if I'm not mistaken, here in the first inning. Is that right? 1, 2, yeah, 3. I mean, honestly, Lifeway has a run right now without a base hit.
Right, yep.
It's 3 walks, a strikeout, and a flyout right now is what we've got. Off speed, boy, I don't think the curveball is there today for him. He's just a little bit off with it. Now the deuces are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's Langford, it's McMasters, it's lefty, it's righty. It's a big pitch, and it's coming up right now. The kick, the delivery. That ball's hit out to shallow right center. That could be a problem. That's Price. I'm sorry. Price going back, makes the catch. What a play there by Price. Ty Price. Let's watch the replay here. Great job by Ty Price backing up and doing his thing. Great job there, young man. That got us out of the inning. Hey, it's only 1-0. We will take that. Let's bring it up here to us. Let's get to all of these comments if we can. Kimmy Hall says, let's go Bobcats. Harriet Dollins is watching. April Woods is watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mary Whitman says, go Bobcats. Jana Couch says, let's go Cats. Debbie Hill's watching. Sue Roark's watching. Christian Crisp, our friend from Bakersfield, says, good luck Bobcats in state baseball. Christian, we appreciate him. Carmen McMaster says, let's go Reed. And Reed did a good job of getting out of that for sure. I need to score that, by the way, before I forget. Michael Murray says, go Bobcats, especially Mad Dog Murray. There we go. He's got all kinds of nicknames. Dirty. He's got a few of them. I love that kid. I really do. He embodies Bobcat baseball. Lyndon Thomas says, is it a all-turf field? Landon, it is an all-turf field. Everything's turf. The light poles are turf. The scoreboard's turf. No, I'm kidding. The dugouts are turf. No, but really, it is. Y'all can see this. Look at this. I got that phone right in their face.
Yeah, right in there.
That's not cool. That's not professional. That's why I'm going to do it.
Took it up to us and then stuck the phone in the camera.
Bucky Hayes watching from the classroom right now. How about that? Bucky, don't get yourself in trouble, but I love it. I love what you're doing. Debbie says they're watching from Osage Beach, Missouri. I hear that's a nice little area. I've never been there. I've got a lot of friends at work that have been there that talk really highly of that. Let me know about that, Debbie. We may take the kiddos there sometime.
Andy, honestly, everybody will be watching from the classroom there in Corning.
What time is it?
Oh, I don't know, 3:30.
Oh. Well, no.
Maybe not.
No, they're gone. They're done.
They're gone by now.
Ty Price is going to be a leadoff hitter. Jennifer Post said, you've got this, boys. We believe in you. Make the first round one to remember. I love it. Phyllis Young is watching, says, go Bobcats. We have so many comments, guys. I'm so sorry. Carmen Masters watching from Atlanta, Georgia. We'll get to those, I promise. But first, Ty Price, the big, heavy right-handed hitter. This kid can absolutely rake, and we could use a leadoff hit right here. You see his stats coming up on the top of your screen. He's got the 1 humdinger, the 15 ribbies. Great batting average from Ty Price. A lot of doubles, too. I didn't put those on there. I didn't have room to put the doubles on there, but I can't remember how many he had, but I think he's leading the team. Him or Reed was leading the team in doubles. This kid can flat-out rake. Righty on righty here, second inning of work for, I believe, Jackson Rogers. There's 2 Jacksons. I get them mixed up, but Jackson Rogers, and then they have a Jackson Andrew, I think. Yeah, Jackson Andrew's at second right now. So a couple of Jacksons that are – or no, Jackson Williams is the other pitcher.
Yes.
He had some really good numbers, 22. I don't even see him out there. That ball's fouled back. I don't even see Jackson Williams out there today, so they might be – if he typically plays the field when he doesn't pitch, not sure, but either way. This kid right here has got it done so far, and he's ahead in the count 1-2. That's number 17. Action Jackson Rogers. That ball's hit out to center field. Quinn coming on. Now he slows down and makes the catch for the first out. I tell you, Quinn had a really quick first step there. I think he thought that ball was going to have a little bit of an overbite on it and kind of drop, a little top spin.
I think maybe the wind kind of died down a little bit. I think maybe he thought the wind was going to get it.
Reed McMaster is the senior, the first lefty in the lineup. He crowds the plate. The first pitch is outside. Now this kid, you want to see some stats too. How about this kid? 2 home runs, 397 batting average, 19 ribbies. He can rake as well. And how about that righty-lefty combination? I love it. Going down low to get that one. I would have said he needed a sand wedge, but he needed a vacuum cleaner to hit that one on the carpet out here, I guess. 1-1 count here. 1 down. This is the top of the second inning. Bobcats trailing 1-0 to Lifeway. By the way, Conway Christian out of the tournament on day 1. The number 1 seed losing to Murfreesboro's, the Rattlers of Murfreesboro. Big upset there. I know One of the teams in our region, Cedar Ridge, won, I think, 10-0 today. They advanced. Hard hit down the left field line, and it's going to be curving foul. That'll be a long strike as there's Jackson Williams. He comes out of the dugout, and he's running down. He's got some big old thighs. And that kid, I think I'd want him in the lineup today, Coach. Hey, Coach Matt Clem knows what he's doing. He's had a heck of a season here with Lifeway, so y'all don't listen to me at all. High pitch, and that's a tough one to lay off of, and Reed could not. Great job by Rogers. He sits down the Bobcats' 5-hole hitter. Bobcats still looking for that first hit, still looking for that first base runner. That'll bring up senior Seth Smith, as you'll see his stats come up here. Back-to-back lefties, and he also crowds that plate. I love it. What I love about him is the doubles, the RBIs as well. He's got some pop in this bat. He watches that first pitch. That was an off-speed down in the, we can't say dirt, down in the pellets, I guess. 1-0 count. Andy Earl's here, J.R. Roark, and Smalls today is our streaming team. As the next pitch is high. I want to thank you to Colton Lettyman back home as well. We got a great staff to be able to get here on a day like today. Hey, Serenity, I'm sorry. Hey, please don't spill any of this, hon, okay? Serenity, she says. I got to get her name right. She don't like being called Smalls anymore. I'm still going to call her Smalls. How about a 3-0 count here? Now, with a senior, sometimes do you give a green light here?
I think so.
I'd say he probably has a red light, but you never know with a senior. Outside pitch, didn't need it. How about a 4-pitch walk? And our first base runner of the day is the senior, one of the leaders of this team, the QB1, if you will, 12 gauge, and he's on first base. That'll bring up Eli Wright. Good job. I tell you what, JR is on it today with these stats, man. Look at this. How about Eli with 15 runs, 12 walks, too. He's got 11 RBIs. We'll see what they decide to do with Eli here. Minimal lead on first from Seth Smith. Seems like the outfield's in on Eli. Yeah. I mean, for a guy that has that many doubles, I don't know. I mean, he looks smaller in stature as far as weight and thickness, but this kid can rake too. I tell you what, he's got some wheels, man.
Yeah, he's quick.
He has got some wheels. Does Eli Wright. Can't go wrong with Eli Wright. Black batting gloves. He watches strike one come across the plate. And we'll see here, listen, Rogers, when you get a little bit of traffic on the base, pitching out of that stretch, he's on the first base side of the rubber, by the way. Sometimes that just kind of messes with you a little bit. Although right there, it didn't look like it messed him at all. He painted the black on the corner. That's a perfect pitch. And honestly, if you're Eli Wright, I wouldn't have swung at that either.
No.
It's just a good pitch. You got to sometimes tip your hat. Eli, the 7-hole hitter, the center fielder for the Bobcats. Rests that bat on his shoulder. Now he brings it up and waves it. Right back to us. His timing is on as he fouls that one off. Mr. Chris Hutchinson here with K8 News. They brought the B team today for Region 8. Chris does a great job. We love Chris. Good to see him here today. There goes Seth Smith. They're going to poke it out to right field. If that ball gets down, and it does, Seth's going to go to third. How about the hit and run? Here comes a throw, head first, Pete Rose style. Hey, baby, let's watch that one again. Yes, sir, great base running by Seth Wheels Smith. We'll call him Hot Wheels over on third. My goodness, he was moving. Looked like a John Force NHRA Top Fuel dragster, number 12 in black. That's going to bring up TJ Small. Small name, big game. And, hey, I know how TJ's a competitor. Now, listen, he probably feels like he's got a little responsibility on his shoulders there for a couple of these pitches. This kid's going to come up here and battle for you. I don't care if he's a freshman or not. This kid's going to battle for you. Runner's going to go. They're going to go ahead and throw it. And I think they got him. They did. Let's watch the replay. Eli Wright is out at second. What a cannon there from Grayson Gatasek. And you watch the tag. Boy, it's bang, bang for sure. And the Bobcat rally ends just like that. And we'll give Eli Wright credit for a single. TJ obviously won't get the at-bat there, but that'll be okay. Guys, you are watching Corning Sports Report's live coverage of some Corning Bobcat baseball. we've got some sponsors that need to be seen and heard, so we're going to send it out to them real quick. We'll be right back after these words from our.
Welcome to our CSR 2025 postseason baseball sponsorship video. I want to say thank you to all the fine folks that jumped on board with us and supported this Bobcat postseason baseball run. Your live production will be back on shortly.
Hey, let's get up to one of the biggest Bobcat families there is, and that is the Allen family out of Corning, Arkansas. You see pictured there, I love the kiddos, Lily and Grady, and man, have they grown since the last time we put their pictures up. Love seeing that. Thank you, Billy Allen, for getting with me on this. Thanks to the Allen family for always supporting us, not just us here at CSR, but also the city of Corning and obviously Corning Bobcat Athletics. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this state tournament.
Energy Infusion Center, downtown Corning, Arkansas. Great friends of ours, and more importantly, great people in our community. That's Miss Debbie and Bud Hill, who have always supported us here at CSR, except this time with a little different twist. That's right. The Energy Infusion Center is such a unique place is the right word. Only one of 500 in the world. You heard that right. Only one of 500 in the world on the planet Earth, on our globe, and we've got one right here in God's country, Corning, Arkansas. Holds up to 12 people per night. Guys, that's a lot. Take your whole family if you want to. In fact, it's only $150 to spend those 12 hours overnight. How about that? That's cheaper than most hotels, guys.
Hurry up.
Hi, Mommy. I wanted to say hi, Mom.
All right, guys, we're back, and that's Smalls. And we're leading off here this bottom half of the second inning. And that is going to be, I do believe, our monitor's all jacked up, so I can't see, but that's a Shepherd Green, if I'm not mistaken. He's a DH here for Lifeway. He'll be their first batter in this bottom of the second. Tough way to end the top of the second for the Bobcats as Reed McMasters pumps another strike. Runners on the corners and the typical rundown, or the typical trying to steal of second base. And I'll tell you what, got to credit to Grayson Gatasek for throwing that one down. Hey, if you're going to miss as a catcher, miss low, and then they scooped, got the tag, and it was awful bang bang, but I think it was the right call. Of course, I say I think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, they're a lot closer than we are.
Yeah,
they look like it. That's
yeah.
probably what I would have called if
Yeah.
I'm sitting here anyway.
That ball's outside, but swung through and missed. Great pitch selection there by Reed McMasters. That sets down Green. Now it's going to bring up, I believe, Sawyer Horton. Sawyer plays third base for Lifeway. Again, I want to say thanks to the Lifeway coaches. Man, they were phenomenal this week in helping us out, getting us some information, getting these stats that you see on the screen. Big thanks to Coach Kyle George and Miss George for getting us the stats that you see on the screen for the Bobcats as well. That means a lot to us. And daggum, that camera just keeps staying. We just can't. We can't seem to. Smalls, baby, you're going to have to keep it. You have to do something to weigh that down. Okay. Can't seem to keep that camera zoomed in and focused right because of the wind and the netting. That pitch is inside for a ball. 2-1 on the 8-hole hitter Sawyer. Next pitch is close, just a bit low. I do think the umpires have done a great job so far in this tournament. Watched a little bit of the game before us between Des Arc and Parker's Chapel. That ball's fouled. Will it get out of play? It does down the right field side, first base side, if you will. It's going to take a wild bounce off the concrete over to the spectators for softball.
A lot of full counts early on in this ball game for Reed.
Yeah, he's already at the 40 pitch count, as you can see on the screen, and we need this kid to battle. We could use every bit of him today. Out of the windup, the delivery right down Main Street. Good morning, good evening, good night. Reed says, take a seat, young man. A heck of a pitch there from RMC. How about the senior there? Phenomenal stuff from Reed McMasters. Here's the first pitch to the 9-hole hitter, Caleb Benz. Reed McMaster's got that look on his face there. Out of the windup, another one. Man, he is pumping strikes. I think he's in his rhythm now, JR.
Yeah, took him a little bit to find the spot maybe, but rolling them in there now.
1-2 count on the 9-hole hitter, Caleb Benz. McMasters. TJ Small goes to a knee. Now they're going to have time. Actually, I think they mixed their signals up there maybe. If I was looking at Reed Wright, and TJ said, I want that ball down. I think this is going to be a curveball here. A little bit outside. I don't mind if you're going to try to waste one and get them to chase. But as your pitch count starts to draw higher, I don't know if I'd waste a couple here.
Right,
I know some pitchers feel comfortable doing that. I think 2-2, this one when you attack him right here, and he does. That ball is fouled out of play. That's going again for the canopy, the red canopy behind us, where you sign in, and I guess the gate canopy, money ticket gate canopy, whatever you want to call it. You don't really have tickets anymore. It's all online stuff now. That ball's hit a hard line rope down the left field line, but it's going to be foul. Boy, he was way ahead of that one, was Caleb Benz. Caleb, a righty. Got some long legs on this kid. Kind of crowds the plate. Even stance. Here's the pitch from McMasters. Off speed outside. I tell you what, credit Caleb Benz for making him work here. We got a full count yet again. JR alluded to it just a second ago. Another full count for Reed McMasters on the 9-hole hitter. He attacks him this time. High pop fly. Ty Price. Ty Price going to his left. He's going to take care of that one. And just like that, we've exited that inning. Great second inning by the Bobcats and Reed McMasters. Guys, we'll be back after these words from our sponsor.
He may be here today to help us. He's one of our staffers we can always kind of count on, so we appreciate him. For all your hauling needs, call Mike, 870-926-2119. He wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Next up on our sponsor video slideshow is a familiar face. It is the Sherd family. We appreciate them for jumping on board yet again with us here for the Bobcat postseason run. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck and that they are extremely proud of the season that they've had this year, and we're extremely proud of them for always supporting us. You see number 7 there, Rocket Man Rex, as we like to call him. That's Rex Sherd. Obviously, they're wishing him a great, long postseason run. The Sherd family from Tourney, Arkansas. Hey, we're excited about this one, a new business in town in God's country. It's owner-operator Amber Murray and her company, Indulge. And let me tell you a little bit about them. They're Corning's elite facial and lash spa. They're located at 615 North Missouri Street there in Corning, Arkansas. And they're proud to provide a range, and I mean a long range of superior services, including basic facials, gentlemen's facials, hydrofacials, anti-aging facials with LED light, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, lash extensions, lash lift and tints, brow wax with tinting, permanent jewelry, spray tanning, and more. All you got to do is get a hold of them, book an appointment. Feel free to call or even text. How about that? An owner giving out their cell phone, 870-809-0229. Again, that's Amber Murray, Indulge at 615 North Missouri Street, 870-809-0229. She's wishing the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Hey, it's never too late to be a sponsor.
All right, guys, we're back here live from Palestine, Arkansas. It is the third inning, and we'll take you right out to it. As Jackson Rogers comes up for his third inning of work. Well, you kind of see him there. Again, that darn net has caused us all kinds of problems. TJ Small is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats. He swings through the first pitch. And so far, a very efficient start to this game for Jackson Rogers. He did give up the single to Eli Wright, the walk to Seth Smith, and that's another pitch swung through and missed. And we was just talking in between innings there that, hey, TJ got a couple of looks at him already without having an official at bat. We kind of liked our opportunity here, but down in the hole pretty quick, 0-2. We'll see if he wastes a pitch here, does Jackson Rogers. Goes inside, good job there by TJ Small, fighting that one off. It jammed him a little bit, probably stung, if I had to guess. TJ with the short sleeves. A lot of these kids wear the pants all the way down. You don't see very many high socks anymore. Outside pitch. Smalls, don't quit doing that, baby. Stop. Outside pitch for a ball. 1-2. TJ's battling up here at the plate. Righty on righty. Off speed in there for a strike, and TJ knew it. TJ knew it as soon as that came across the plate there. That is the 4th strikeout, I do believe, for Rogers, and he's pitched a heck of a game so far. That's going to bring up Mr. Mad Dog Bryson Murray, and he sits right up on that plate. I love that. Murray DH into the, hope the catcher's okay there.
Got the umpire, too, I think.
Yeah, let's watch that replay one more time if we can. Let's see who all got hit here. Oh, it did get the umpire. Good job by the catcher. We just talked about this last week with Sloan Hendricks' catcher. That's veteran stuff there by Grayson Gatasek. I love that, Grayson. Great job there. Give that umpire time to, because he ain't going to call time himself. Great job, young man. 0-1 count. Here comes the second pitch to Murray. Murray the lefty. It's righty-lefty now. Outside pitch. Good eye by Murray. Love to see Bryson get on here and get a little rally started for the Bobcats. The barehanded bomber for the Bobcats. He's going to golf this one foul. Nice, easy swing inside out. Some kids, it look like they struggle, whether it's when they're pitching or they're swinging. Bryson Murray, everything he does just seems really fluid and smooth. He wasn't trying to do too much with that, just trying to stay alive here. Inside in the pellets of the turf field here at Palestine Wheatley High School. Thanks to our staff today, myself, Andy Earls, J.R. Roark, and Smalls here as well. Colton Lettyman, our IT guy from afar. Got a great staff here at CSR. Hatton's fouled back again. How about Murray battling here? It's maybe the most pitches that Rogers has seen in a single at-bat so far early in the day. Seen a little chaos here in the state tournament. Conway Christian goes down, the 1 seed to the 4 seed. Murfreesboro, the Rattlers. I understand one of the teams in our region. Cedar Ridge won today 10-0. High pitch and outside. Good eye by Murray.
Good at bat.
Man, this is a heck of an at-bat right here. I love the crowd getting into it for the Bobcats. Hey, they understand baseball. I love this. Great stuff by Murray here. Full count. Murray right up the middle. Rogers to his left, gloves it, and he's going to jog over and underhand it to Langford for the second out. I like the battle there from Murray, though. I was going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Jackson Jett. So now it's the second time around for these hitters. See if that changes anything. Now, we've seen Jackson ambush a lot of pitches this year on the first pitch. Now that he's seen this pitcher, let's see if that happens here. Out of the windup, Rogers. Off speed and a beauty. Right down the heart of the plate. That's a good pitch right there. Rogers has worked ahead of almost every batter today, it seems like. That one's fouled back, almost got over the net. The on-deck batter will be Jagger George. He'll pick that one up. Here we go again. Down in the count to this young man right here. Rogers out of the windup. In the dirt, check swing.
Fouled.
They're going to say he foul-tipped it. Great job by Jackson Jett. I don't know how he foul-tipped it as you watch the replay here. But by gollies, he got just enough of it. How about that for staying alive? It takes a little bit longer time, does Jackson Jett. I like that. Maybe mess up the timing here of the pitcher before you enter that batter's box. Catcher's going to set up outside is Grayson. Here comes the pitch. Jett. This one's going to go probably into the softball field, and it does. Hope everybody's okay over there. It's the only negative of having fields so close together, but of course every place does. But I will say, though, it seems like there's a little bit more of a distance in between here, though.
Yeah, and they got
pretty tall netting.
Pretty tall nets, and it still made it open.
That ball's poking the right field line. It could be dangerous. Just foul. Are you kidding me? Holy hay bales, it missed the fair line. I would say spray paint, but it's a turf field by maybe a foot. How about the battle here from Jackson Jett? Wow. That would have, and honestly, the right fielder was a little bit slow getting there. I think it'd have been a double. Jackson was running out of the box. Swung through and missed, but it goes past Grayson, and Jackson Jett is running down first, and he's going to be safe. We'll take them any way we can get them. And now listen, this team has had a knack for having 2-out rallies. I don't know what it is about this baseball team, but we've seen it a few times, especially in crunch situations. We've had some 2-out rallies. Don't be surprised if these Bobcats put a little something together here right now. We're at the top of the lineup. We'll bring you back up here. It's Jack or George. Jackson Jett's on first. And you got Rocket Man Rex waiting on deck. Second time around. Let's see what old Jagger can do here. Jett's got a pretty good lead over at first. Remember, Grayson's already thrown one runner out. He's 1 for 1 today on that.
He's got a good arm back there behind the plate. Choose the right one to go on.
Assistant. I assume he's the assistant coach's son, I would assume. Or maybe nephew, either way. You know, he's got a high IQ. He's kind of wanting to pop up. I think he thinks Jackson's going here. This may be a pitch out. It is not. Instead, it's actually a really good pitch from Rogers. I don't know if you noticed that, but he was kind of up a little more elevated than he normally is. Of course, anytime you get a leadoff runner on, you just assume that they're going to be running. 1-0 count. Still cloud cover galore here at Palestine, Arkansas. Good pitch right there. That was a curveball in for a strike, and we get a flyby from a crop duster, and Coach Kyle George looks at his son and kind of shakes his head. I did that with my son the other night in some travel ball. I know that feeling, Coach Kyle. I think Jagger's going to battle right here, though. That ball's hit high in the air. It's going to be for the infield. And that's going to be a great job by the second baseman making the catch and ending the inning. That's, I believe, Jackson Andrew. I tell you, a lot of confusion there on the base running there. A lot of people yelling 2 outs, 2 outs. That's correct. It was 2 outs. But the base runner and the first baseman kind of collided there is what happened. So can't fault Jackson for that. All right, guys, listen, we want to pay homage to the past. We do a lot of that here at CSR. Thanks to Brittany George, Clint Hovis, Tara Hovis, Kyle George. I've got a little bit of history here. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. We're going to give them some love real quick. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the third inning. And we're back here live with the bottom of the third. Reedy Mack on the mound, RMC. See the line score there. These pitchers really doing a great job today. Now, there's been a few walks from both sides. I won't pretend there hasn't, but for the most part, these two pitchers have done a great job. And I'm talking about that young man there on the bump, Reed McMasters, and I'm talking about Jackson Rogers for Lifeway. You know, we've been seeing some scores in this tournament so far, and you're thinking, man, offense galore, but not in this one. Not yet, anyways. Bottom three, we're back to the leadoff. This is the second time around for Lifeway, looking at Reed McMasters, and that one was awful close. Let's watch that one again. Of course, we are watching this game with black and gold colored sunglasses. That was a little high. That's a good call by the umpire, honestly. Off speed, and that one definitely is high. I got to sneeze, JR, but I can't get it to come out. I tried to take a second there. 3-1 count here, and the leadoff hitter. We'll see if he kind of decleats and tries to send this one for Forest City. No, he doesn't get an opportunity to. It's going to be a walk, and that's a leadoff walk. We talked about those. Second time up for Dan and second walk. So both times he's been up, he's been the leadoff man, and he's been on first base. We've seen he had some wheels. For TJ Small, you got to be ready. It's going to bring up the two-hole hitter, the catcher, Grayson Gatasek. And speaking of catchers, he made a heck of a play earlier that kind of ended the rally there for the Bobcats. Great job by TJ Small, being a wall there, keeping that one in front of him. And, again, I know we make excuses for the kiddos. I get that. But this ball bounces so different on this turf than natural grass and dirt. And that's tough on the catchers, man. It really is. Lefty, righty. That's popped up, way up. That's either the catcher or the pitcher, and Reed's calling it. He's got it. Great job. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, the pitcher will point to the catcher where it's at. Reed said, no, I wanted it.
TJ couldn't find it, I don't think. He was trying to find it still, and Reed was coming up on it.
Yeah, and Reed's had a heck of a year here. I mean, obviously playing defense, playing his position there. Defensively, he's done a great job. Pitching in general, you see the Ks to walk ratio, the ERA. I mean, he's had a heck of a season. And in my mind, I don't want to jinx him, hard hit to third base. Good job by Rex. He bobbles it, though, across the diamond and in time. What a play by Rocketman Rex. How about the freshman there? He bobbled it for a second and then couldn't quite find it. Still had the time. He didn't even really rocket that one over there. He just kind of hummed it over there. But in my mind, I don't want to jinx his chances of this, but to me, Reed McMaster's an all-state player. I think he should have an all-state selection. I don't know how many the Bobcats will get when it's all said and done. I don't know how all that works because you can make some arguments for some other things too with state, conference, all that stuff. But I feel like this is an all-state player on the bump for the Bobcats right now. Great job by TJ Small. Small's working back there, man. I'm going to tell you something. Reed, trust him. Reed McMaster, trust him. I love that. Reed's pitching from the stretch now. He's got a runner on second. That's the leadoff hitter, Dan. He's on the first base side of the rubber. Those long legs, that long stride to the plate. Down in the pellets for ball 2. I believe this is the picture. Yeah, pitcher Jackson Rogers. He flew out earlier, his first at bat. Good pitch right there. Great day for some baseball. JR, I appreciate you making the trip, man.
Yes, sir.
It's good to have someone to kind of bounce off of every now and then. So I really appreciate that. Hard hit. That's going to be fouls. Well, JR, I think that's been like deja vu. I think we've had 3 different balls that have landed in that same spot. And I tell you, Reed's changing up his speeds, man. He's keeping these guys guessing.
Keeping them off balance pretty good.
He is. And, of course, Jackson way out in front of that one. We apologize that camera isn't zoomed in closer. We just can't keep it zoomed in closer. It won't focus right for some reason. That pitch is high and outside, so now we've got the old Deuces Wild, I believe. It's going to be – no, I'm sorry.
I've got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I thought it was 2 balls, 2 strikes. I may be wrong. That's going to be a walk, so it must have been 3. You're right.
That was close.
Yeah,
awful close.
Let's watch the replay here. Tight strike zone here, a little bit outside. A great frame job by TJ Small, though. And Coach was asking from the dugout, and TJ was telling him we're going to have a pinch runner for Lifeway. That's for the pitcher. That's going to be Jackson Williams, which is ironic. He's another pitcher and a good pitcher for Lifeway. My understanding is he's a lefty. Now, I haven't seen him. I have no film to go off of that, so that's just what I've heard. This is a really good offense for Lifeway, and, of course, you've seen what their pitcher's done so far early in this game. 2 runners on now. That ball's hit foul down the right field line, out of play. Almost hit the light pole down the right field line. By the way, we talked about the turf field, the new high school here. How about the lighting here? This is the MLB-style lighting, and My understanding is, back when they built this a few years back, that they could make it change colors at night and do all kinds of different stuff. Obviously, we're not going to see that here today. It's a tournament, and I doubt we will anyways, unless there's a home run hit or something. But and Palestine Wheatley isn't even playing. You would assume that's who they would do it for. Nice pitch by Reed McMasters. That was filthy.
Good block by TJ.
Yes, it was. That's a good point. And Dylan Brown, he walked his last time up, but he's down in the count here. Let's see if Reed attacks him. Checks on the runner at second twice. Now the delivery. Oh, struck him out. At a baby. Holy hay bells, what a pitch from Reed McMasters. And let's keep it here for just a second. We want to mention, go graphics line score real quick. Then I'm going to bring up our custom message real quick if we can. Sorry, she's got all kinds of stuff in y'all's way. I'm so sorry. It'll be graphics, yeah, then line score. We want to give a little bit of love to some of the postseason teams. Obviously, we love our history here at Corning. We always want to try to do that if we can. By the way, you see on that scoreboard something I see?
I do.
We can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it, but I see something. Let's go to custom message. We always want to give our, like I said, our past some spotlight. Let's talk about a little bit of the past here. 2018, this is the Bobcat Baseball Rewind. State tournament, this is very round right here. It was at Smackover, Arkansas. It was Corning and Jessieville, and what a nail-biter it was. Corning finding a way to win that to advance to the quarterfinals. Matthew Arndt was 2 of 3 hitting that day. Seth George took the bump. Starting pitcher, he went 5 strong. We're hoping Reed McMasters can go at least that many today. Mason Silverstein and Clint Hovis, not to be confused with Chad Hovis, came in for relief and did a heck of a job as well. And we can click that one off. Thank you, Brittany George, as well, for giving me a lot of the 2007-2008 teams. By the way, phenomenal teams. Matter of fact, either 7 or 8, can't remember which, went to the semifinals. And the team that won it all supposedly ended up having to give up the title because of some after the fact, something that disqualified them. And if I'm not mistaken, Corning had beaten Marmaduke that year several times, and Marmaduke went to the finals that year.
Really?
4 or 5 times Corning beat Marmaduke that year and would have faced them in the finals. But so heck of a team there. My understanding was the 2012 team as well went to the postseason, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 years straight went to the state tournament. I say postseason, I mean state tournament. Went to the big dance, if you will. We're bringing up Rocket Man Rex. He struck out his first time up. This is his second time around seeing Rogers. Rogers out of the windup, but this time his windup's on the first. Did you see this? He started his windup earlier on in the middle, and now he's moving. Now look, he's moving over. He was on the very edge of it on the first base side. Now he's moving over a little bit. That's a hard hit up the middle. A diving shortstop can't get it. Rocket Man Rex with a single to lead us off, and the Bobcats may be in business here. Great job by Rex. Let's watch the replay. If I caught it in time, I probably didn't, and I just caught it. Hey, kudos to the shortstop, Dan. He made a heck of a diving effort. And by the way, diving on this this carpet, if you will, it can give you some burns now.
It's a little bit different than grass, too.
Yes, sir. We'll see how aggressive Rex gets over there. Got those really clean white shoes, and they'll be clean today because there's no mud. Yeah. There's no dirt. Grayson's a very good catcher back here, though. That ball's golfed out to center field. Quinn's got it to his left, looking up, and he makes the catch with one hand, and that'll bring the runner back to first. A fly out for Ty Price in both of his at-bats today. And, hey, Smalls, bring all of your stuff up here. There you go. That's going to bring up Reed McMasters. Boy, he could help himself out a lot here, couldn't he?
He could.
He's the pitcher right now for the Bobcats, and, man, he's such a good contact hitter, too. You got a little bit of wheels. Do you do a little hit and run here? Do you dare do that in a hitter's count? Obviously, I don't know if you do it, but if you get a count, but you may not because Jackson Rogers has really been good at hitting his spot.
Move him over with a bunt.
Oh, he threw it way away! Oh, my goodness, I don't know what that was.
Hang on. Dugout. Did it go in the dugout?
They're going to say the batter was in the way. I think is what they're going to say. Let's watch the replay.
I think it went in the dugout or off the field or something.
They're saying it tipped off the helmet of Reed, but I don't think it did. They're wanting interference here. The throwdown wouldn't have gotten him, but it's still good to kind of keep him honest over there. But it was way offline. Now, right now, at this moment, Rex is at second, but we don't know what's going to happen here. And I knew there was no way he was bunting. There was no way Reed was – surely not, unless the third baseman was just way off the line and I didn't notice it. They're moving him to third. What? Wow.
So I think what happened was he was – I guess they're saying – I don't know. He would have had to been stealing, I would have thought, and going to second if it went out of play for him to get third.
Well, yeah,
he was going back to the bag when it went out of play. So.
What did the ball do? Did the ball go out of play? Okay. So they're saying it hit the batter and then went out of play. I didn't see what the ball did over here. I knew it was offline. I guess if it's offline, he does get another base, right? If it's out of play over here, I guess it does give him another base. Hey. Okay, right there, baby. Trash can's right there, okay. Reed McMasters with a runner at third now. We'll get that fixed on our screen here. Was that pitch a ball? It was, so 1-0 count, too, on top of that. Reed, just enough. Sliding first baseman, boots it. It's going to be a base hit and an RBI.
I don't think he would have threw him out anyway.
We've got a tie ball game in the 2A state tournament. How about that, folks? And now we got a meeting at the mound. And Jackson Rogers, wow. He's hardly given up any hard hits today. I don't know about this one, JR.
So what's the he's at 59 pitches. So what's the pitch rules for here? Do you know by chance? Is it
I don't. But he's nowhere near it. I can tell you that. I am really shocked at this. He's past where he can, if they think, well, we're going to hold him for tomorrow, he's past 30, and you can't pitch him tomorrow, right? Under 60?
Under 60.
To pitch him tomorrow? Well, maybe that's a thinking.
So he'll have to.
Okay, well, he's at 59, so maybe it's a pretty smart.
Maybe that's what they're
doing.
But
you're assuming that you're going to win this game, and that's kind of dangerous to me. That's going to bring in number 24, Dan, and I tell you what, I got my phone. Mr. Gatasek actually give me a pronunciation, and I just haven't had time to look at it. So let's see if I can find it. He was trying to help me out, and I appreciate him for doing that. Syme, Dan Syme, like Dime. So Dan Syme's coming to the bump. By the way, this was a good-looking kid on the base paths and at shortstop. He couldn't get that ball earlier, but, boy, he made a heck of a diving attempt. This is a kid that I wouldn't want any part of. I don't have any pitching stats for him. I apologize. I do, but I didn't think he would be pitching today, so that's my fault. I figured it'd be Jackson Williams or Jackson Rogers, so and I was right on one of those. But and by the way, hey, I want to get some stuff in here for Lifeway real quick, just if I can real quick. Matt Clem is the head coach. Him and the assistant coach, Gatasek, began coaching the baseball began the baseball program in 2008. They were members of the Arkansas Association of Christian Schools, where they won state 3 times. How about that? 3 times. And they played for the Heartland Conference for a few years before joining AAA in 2020. This is their second appearance in the Arkansas Activities Association state tournament. How about that? I like that. The first pitch hit to the second baseman. He's going to try to turn 2. 4. 6. Oh, he couldn't. He throws it offline. The underhand throw is offline. That'll be an error wherever it is on the scoreboard. That's big, and now the Bobcats have got 2 on with no outs. Man, errors always come back to haunt you in a game like this. They've got 2 seniors, Caleb Benz and Sawyer Horton. Grayson, by the way, all-state player. Micah Quinn, all-state player. Jackson Williams, all-state player. Langford's all-conference, and so is Connor Nolan. My goodness, they've got some ballers on this team now. Thank you, Coach Gatasek, for all that very useful information. That ball's a bunted attempt. It goes foul to the on-deck circle of Lifeway. Hey, what's going on? It's about halfway. All right, sorry, guys. We got a little 6-year-old here. I'm trying to watch as well. That ball's hit. That's going to be infield fly. Good job by the umpires. All three of them realized it. Great job by them. Eli's upset at himself, but, hey, that's okay. That's okay. one out. And you got T.J. Small coming up. He did strike out his first time, but it's a new pitcher here, new opportunity for T.J. Small.
Did I get 3 outs on there? I had 1.
Here, you just do it there. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, guys, had a little issue there with the scoreboard system. Guys, I got so many people. I know. I promise I'm trying to get to the message. I just got a lot of stuff here in front of me. I promise I will get to your messages at some point. I promise. In between innings, I'll do my best to get as many of the comments and messages I have right now. Foul, out of play. Ooh, hope everybody's okay over there. It went right into the bleachers and young kids at the top there. It ricocheted. Hope everybody's all right over there. Tell you what, Dan Syme has got his hands full here, and none of this is really, in my opinion, his fault. I mean, he's gotten weak contact, it seems like, for the most part. Honestly, both teams, very few balls have gotten out of the infield. I wouldn't say there's been any barreling up of any balls today, has there? I mean, maybe
Rex's line drive
yeah.
is about probably the best one so far today.
Swung through and missed, and T.J. Small not happy with himself there. Strikeout. But the Bobcats do tie it up. It's a 1-1 game. We've got new life, and we're going to stay right here, folks. You're going to throw it away. Okay, baby. All right. I'm right there. Hi, hear me? Sweetie? Right there. All right, okay. So many comments. I promise I'll try to get to all these. Okay. Ralph has given me the maximum pitches on here. Oh, it's different for 10th graders? Oh, wow. So 10th graders now is I don't have the classes on here though for him. Is he a 10th grader? Surely he's not a 10th grader, but he's a dang good pitcher for 10th grader if he is. Evidently 61 to 75 pitches in 3 days is all they can do. Thank you, Ralph Morrow, for that. Again, we don't know his okay, Kelby. I can't say that one. Okay. Mr. Fish says, let's go, boys. We've let school out, but it's pouring rain, so we're going to watch it from here for a bit. I like that, Mr. Fish, watching from the school there. Shana Kasinger says, Cade, a little Cade. He got a picture of Cade. Says, go Cats. Stream is looking really good, guys, with a capital R-E-A-L-L-Y. Chris King giving JR a hard time. He said, poor JR needs to borrow my glasses. He's leaning on that computer monitor awful close.
It's hard to see.
All right, we got several comments, too. All right, real quick. Greg Kate says, let's go Cats. Straper says, go Bobcats. Thank y'all for tuning in. Jessica Dunning's watching with us. Thank y'all. We're about to have some batters coming up, I promise. Mike Maple watching from Phoenix, Arizona. How about that? Way out there. Natasha Kazi says, good luck, boys. Chris Simpson says, good luck, Corning. Christian Chris says, score some runs. Bobcats. Hey, they did there. Amber Murray says, Audrey Varner. Oh, she's tagging people for us. There we go. I like it. Now, I like that throw right there from T.J. Small on the throw down. Mr. Wright says, woohoo, good job, Eli. Shana Brown says, Kate and I are watching on YouTube. Watching from the Energy Infusion Room, go Bobcats, says Lucia Burkhart. Sherry Small says, go Bobcats. We've got so many people. Sharon Andrews says, watching from Owasso, Oklahoma. And she's saying, go Lifeway. How about that? We got a Lifeway fan on here. Well, Sharon, thank you for tuning in. And so far, they've done a good job, Sharon. They really have. We came in and we talked a lot, as I believe this is Langford coming up. It is, yeah, Langford coming up. We talked a lot about the bats for both teams. That's a hard hit to shortstop. Jagger across the diamond and in time for the first out. Great job there. Hey, very efficient first out for the Bobcats. But we talked a lot about the bats for both of these teams, and I'm going to tell you something. It's been a pitching duel is what it's been. This man right here, Reed McMasters, and he's got great numbers on the year, as you're going to see on the screen here. He's done a heck of a job here today for the Bobcats. You see the strikeouts to walk ratio. I love that, plus the ERA. Again, I still think he's an all-state performer. That ball straight up and out of play. Watch out, guys. Back there, watch out. And it's going straight. It bounced off the gate tail. They have had zero luck back there today. Bless their hearts. We'll try to get their name at some point to get them on because they were very nice to us as well. Palestine Whitley's done a great job by way of hosting this. I want to give them a shout-out. Off speed and a beauty.
Nice pitch.
Oh, some junk, some trash there. And bless his heart, he just kind of got left out there on an island with that swing, did Sawyer. It's a good ball player at the bat, too, now. Oh, that's not Sawyer. I apologize. That's Shepherd Green. We're not to Sawyer yet. This is Shepherd Green. Sawyer's on deck. Yeah, Shepherd got a little bit fooled on that one. 1-2 count. Swung through and missed. What a pitch by Reed McMasters. RMC, Reedy Mac, as we like to call him.
Good start for the first 2 outs of this inning. He needed a quick inning.
You're right. Let's don't jinx it yet. The inning ain't over yet, but I'm with you 100%. He does need a quick inning here. That's going to bring up Sawyer Horton, who struck out the first time up. Reed pitches him a little high on the first pitch. Go back to this right here. You can see the lights on here. It has been a full cloudy coverage day. We haven't seen any bit of the sun today. Kind of hot and muggy, but we got some wind with us too, though. Good pitch there. Cheese at the knees from Reed McMasters. Reed's pitch count getting up there as we're in the top of the 4th inning here. Look at this kid's on-base percentage, folks, .536. That one's in the dirt. No harm, no foul there. TJ didn't even try to slide because he knows no one's on.
Like Reed lost a grip on that one.
Yeah, it kind of was. And we talked about it being muggy. A day like today would be it'd be easy to do, to have some really sweaty palms. Off speed and a beauty on the outside, swung through, missed. Lifeway, he's got him off balance. Lifeway is trying to pull. They're looking dead red on these, and he's got him out in front of this stuff. A great job of mixing up his speeds. Right down center! Yes, sir, you betcha! Reedy Mac gets us out of the inning, and we're going to send it to our sponsor video. We'll be right back with the top of the 5th inning. Do not go anywhere.
Only $100. Welcome to our CSR 2025 postseason baseball sponsorship video. I want to say thank you to all the fine folks that jumped on board with us and supported this Bobcat postseason baseball run. Your live production will be back on shortly.
Hey, let's get up to one of the biggest Bobcat families there is, and that is the Allen family out of Tourney, Arkansas. You see pictured there. I love the kiddos, Lily and Grady. And, man, have they grown since the last time we put their pictures up. Love seeing that. Thank you, Billy Allen, for getting with me on this. Thanks to the Allen family for always supporting us, not just us here at CSR, but also the city of Corning and obviously Corning Bobcat Athletics. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this state tournament.
Energy Infusion Center, downtown Corning, Arkansas. Great friends of ours, and more importantly, great people in our community. That's Miss Debbie and Bud Hill, who have always supported us here at CSR, except this time with a little different twist. That's right. The Energy Infusion Center is such a unique place is the right word. Only 1 of 500 in the world. You heard that right. Only 1 of 500 in the world on the planet Earth, on our globe, and we've got one right here in God's country, Corning, Arkansas. Holds up to 12 people per night. Guys, that's a lot. Take your whole family if you want to. In fact, it's only $150 to spend those 12 hours overnight. How about that? That's cheaper than most hotels, guys. Plus, the important stuff, you're getting the healing factors that your body really needs.
Welcome back, Bobcat fans.
There we go. All right. So
No! Just do that.
no, I'm gonna have
Batters
to.
Bryson Murray, first pitch is outside for a ball.
All right, my little 6-year-old was wanting to commentate there. Bryson grounded out his first time up. This is his first time seeing this pitcher, though, so keep that in mind. Outside pitch and a beauty by Syme. How about Ron Syme? Hey, maybe this is kinfolk here of the pitcher that's on the mound right now. He says, thank you for the broadcast. Enjoying the hometown announcing. Go Lifeway. Hey, we I like it, Ron. Hey, we are pro Corning for sure. But now when these Lifeway kids come up here, they do some good stuff.
They're good ball players on that team.
We're going to make sure we give them some love. And like this kid on the mound right now who's done a phenomenal job since he's been there, he's done a great job, and he definitely deserves it. And we love that these kids are getting seen too. I don't know if they have a streaming company. I tried to look for some streams of theirs just to kind of scout them for us, just for our sake as announcers, and couldn't really find any. But hopefully someone's getting these kids sings. This is a good ball club right here. That ball's fouled. It's going to get out of play. It's going to hit their I don't. Is that an indoor facility maybe?
Well, it says
like
hospitality room on it. So
they have a hospitality room?
That's what it says.
Oh my
You
God.
see that big old
JR.
sign? You see that big old sign down there? It says hospitality
What?
room.
What have we been doing? We've been up here spending our hard-earned
I'm
money at the
telling you.
concession stand. Oh, Kerry Knowlton, if you're listening, How about a walk there from Mad Dog Murray? That's a leadoff walk. That's big time, baby. The Bobcats needed that. Chris Campbell, I'm sorry, says, where y'all playing at? That's a nice-looking field. And Olivia Ballsugar says, Chris Campbell, they're at Palestine Wheatley. Chris, they had a brand-new high school, brand-new football field, brand-new baseball field, brand-new softball field, and every single bit of it is turf and some extremely nice lights to go along with it, and great hospitality. This is a good place to be at. Jackson Jett, hard hit to the third baseman. He corrals it across the diamond at second. Over to first in time. A 5-4-3 double play. Holy hay bells, great job by Sawyer Horton. And I believe it was Jackson Andrew with the turn at second. And always got to give the first baseman's credit to Langford over there at first. Holy hay bells, what a play there by Lifeway Christian and the Warriors. How about that?
That was the old 5-4-3.
Rack them up. Yeah. That ball's hit out in the outfield.
Drop.
If it could find that triangle, it will not. Great job by the left fielder.
What's his name?
We're trying to find him. Caleb Benz, one of the seniors on this team. Watch this. He ate up a lot of ground in a hurry. We thought it might get that Bermuda Triangle over there, but it did not. Great job. All right, guys, I'm going to bring it up here. That was a really quick inning right there, top half the inning. Or bottom half. All right, guys, we'll be back. We'll send out to the sponsors one more time. We'll get them some love one more time, and then we'll stay with you the rest of the way.
And another familiar face with us here at CSR. It's Nutrient Ag Solutions, always supporting us. We appreciate them, and especially Mr. James Varvel, who does so much for the community and also for Corning Athletics. We sincerely appreciate him. Nutrient Ag Solutions, want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Here's a good friend of ours, a staffer of ours, and also a great sponsor of ours. It's Mr. Mike Townsend and his company, Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. We appreciate Mike jumping on board with us and sponsoring yet again. He may be here today to help us. He's one of our staffers we can always kind of count on, so we appreciate him. For all your hauling needs, call Mike, 870-926-2119. He wants to wish the Bobcats the best of luck in this postseason run. Next up on our sponsor video slideshow is a familiar face. It is the Sherd family. And we appreciate them for jumping on board yet again with us here for the Bobcat postseason run. They want to wish the Bobcats the best of luck and that they are extremely proud of the season that they've had this year. And we're extremely proud of them for always supporting us. You see number 7 there, Rocket Man Rex, as we like to call him. That's Rex Sherd. Obviously, they're wishing him a great long postseason run. The Sherd family from Corning, Arkansas. Hey, we're excited about this one. A new business in town in God's country. It's owner-operator Amber Murray and her company, Indulge. And let me tell you a little bit about them. They're Corning's elite facial and lash spa. They're located at 615 North Missouri Street there in Corning, Arkansas. And they're proud to provide a range, and I mean a long range of superior services, including basic facials, gentlemen's facials.
And we're back here live as we creep in late in this game to the bottom of the fifth. You see Caleb Benz with that .549 on base percentage.
Pitch number 78 for Reed was a strike to lead off the inning.
Caleb flew out the first time. That one's high, bounces out of the glove, but no worry there. No runners on. That's going to bring out Dan Syme, the on-deck hitter. He's going to pocket in his left pocket as he comes across your screen there. Ooh, just a little bit high. Just a little. Yeah, just a little bit high. I think the umpire. What, baby? Okay. I think the umpire's done a great job today, honestly. Foul tip in the glove of Small. Hey, and something else I like, JR, is we had 3 umpires for all the regionals games, and we have 3 umpires so far for state tournament games, and I love that.
Yeah. It's too big a field for 2 umpires. I mean, it can be done, but it's really too big a field. And you got a lot of close plays in high school and higher levels, and 2 umpires are just not enough.
I agree. Concur all the way around, sir.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
How about that? Sits Benz down, and we're back to the top of the lineup. Dan Syme, dangerous one-hole hitter. And I believe he had some kinfolks. Don't know who it was necessarily, but Ron Syme was tuned in with us. And if you're commenting on YouTube, we apologize. I hadn't got to those, but we will here in a minute, though. I think we're going to stay with us the rest of the way, just because this is such a tight game. We got our sponsors a lot of love pregame and of course, in the regionals too. We've got to show off those last 4 playoff teams a few times, or state playoff teams a few times. So I think we're going to stay right here with you the rest of the way, as it's a 2-0 count here on the leadoff hitter, who's walked twice, by the way. Honestly, I don't know that Syme has even seen very many pitches. The first one was a 4-pitch, or the second one was a 4-pitch walk, I know. And this one right here could end up being, we hope not for Bobcat fans, but took some off of. There's a strike. There we go. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is get that leadoff hitter who has got some wheels, a free base, and give him a chance to wreak havoc on the base path. Here's the 3-1, and that's inside and low, and there he goes. Syme on base for the 3rd time today, 3 walks. And again, we're not going to talk about it, but right now Reed is doing something extremely phenomenal. You can't see him because that bug's a fire on me. I might as well just zoom it back in if it's going to do that. But he's done a heck of a job here today. Great job, JR. I like that. That ball's fouled straight back. Heads up, everybody over there on softball side, and it bounces off the concrete pad and goes out of view. I'm going to try to get this thing to focus again if I can. Runner is going. That ball gets away from Small, a little high. He's going to round second. Ooh, dangerous there. You might want to get back on there. And Syme will be at second base now, and all of a sudden, a runner in scoring position for Lifeway. And these Warriors, man, they don't chase a whole lot. They really don't. There's a better view of Reed. We finally got that camera to kind of focus a little better. I like it. The netting is a little tougher than the fence when it comes to focusing because it's obviously moving. That ball's hit out to right field. Brady Russum to his right. Now he's under it. The tag, boy, that was awful close. We're going to watch the replay here. The runner tags to third. Let's watch this. He did a good job. Syme did a really good job there. He timed that perfect. He was so good with the timing of it. It made it look like he almost left a little bit early, but he did a great job there. 2 down, but there is a runner at third for Lifeway, and that's going to bring up Micah Quinn. Micah's walked twice as well today. Dangerous 3-hole hitter here for Lifeway. A little high. You see the 3 home runs, the batting average, the on-base plus slugging, the RBIs. The go-ahead run right now is at third, and Reed McMasters and company, they want to leave it there. Great job, TJ Small. Let's watch the replay here for TJ Small. Give the catcher some love. Catchers, those guys are a different breed. Y'all heard us talk about that last week in regionals. Look at this, getting out there, getting in front of that thing, sacrificing for the team, and they needed it really bad there. Bobcats need this man right here to get us through this inning. Ball's hit out to left field, danger. That's going to burn the Bobcats. That's going to get us get Lifeway a run. It's an RBI double as it finds its way to the fence. That's a gapper there from Micah Quinn. And the first hit of the game, now we can talk about it. The first hit of the game given away by Reed McMasters.
First hit of the 94th pitch of the night for him. So incredible job for him.
Oh, incredible job for him. And a great job by Micah Quinn. Listen, he sent that one on a rope, and it eventually got out there to about 340 or so in left center field. 2-1 Lifeway, a big hit there for them. And by the way, that was with 2 outs. We got time called by the batter, Jackson Rogers. Shelly, got a success. Thank you so much for live streaming so I can watch my boy. And thank you for being so kind when talking about the players. It's refreshing. Let's go Warriors. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate the kind comment there. We've always tried to be as professional as we can. And don't get me wrong, Shelly. We're Corning through and through, and if Corning can find a way to come back, y'all probably hear that over the headset. But we do, because these kids deserve it, man. We wish we kind of had something like this when we were growing up, because we'd love to be able to go back. That's a hard hit to shortstop. Backhand, and got it on the underhand, up a little too high on the throw, and that's going to score another run for the Warriors. Seth Smith did everything he could there, leaping, but couldn't quite get there. And Jagger did a great job of getting that ball with a runner in his way. The runner kind of jumped over. He did exactly what you'd want the runner to do. And I would say another error there, charged to the Bobcats. And Reed McMasters, bless his heart, he's done everything he possibly could. He's given up one hard hit today, just to be honest with you. But Corning is down by 2. Senior out of the stretch. He's going to check on that runner at first. Reed's going to battle through. He's going to pitch as many as they'll let him pitch, I promise you. You're going to have to drag him off the field. Hard hit, and it finds a gap. And just like that, the Lifeway Christian Warriors have got something going here with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up, I believe, Langford, the first baseman for Lifeway. And it'll be interesting to see if anything happens here. I think they're going to ride with Reed, man. He's gotten us this far this year. They're going to ride with Reed through and through, and I don't mind this at all. They have had some, hey, what do you say? Say thank you. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. They're going to ride with Reed here, and I don't blame him at all. This kid has battled this year, and I mean absolutely battled for the Bobcats. Again, if I was getting a vote, I would say All-State. That ball is absolutely hit and hit hard down the left field line. Jackson Jett does a great job. JR, I didn't think he had a chance to get to that one, and that is a big out right there.
Huge
Obviously,
out.
2 outs, the runners are going. If that gets down, it probably scores 2. For sure scores 1, probably scores 2. That was a big, big catch right there if the Bobcats have a shot of clawing back and making this thing happen. Listen, we've seen some really tight games in our history here of Bobcat State Tournament baseball. Matter of fact, we can go to the Let's do that real quick. Let's do a little rewind for you here. You've probably seen it earlier, but one of those games was in 2018 in the same round at Smack over Arkansas and State. Corning ended up finding a way to win a nail biter over Jessieville 6-5. Matthew Arndt was 2 of 3 at the plate. Seth George started that game, went 5 strong, and by the way, Reed McMasters just went 5 strong. Mason Silverstein and Clint Hovis pitched in relief of that game. And I tell you what, the Bobcats have had a little magic in them at times. That Sloan Hendricks game in the regionals, a win-or-go-home game. Same setting here, win or go home. And they found a way to come back not once but twice in that game. They were down 3 on 2 different occasions. And that second time, it was 7-4. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was game over. I really, really did. And credit these kids for battling back and finding a way. Do you know where it's at? Okay, I'm going to watch you now. Credit them for battling back. Heather Clifton says, go Bobcats. Hey, Heather, we need some rally, a little rally hat or something. Kevin Andrews says, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for a great job. Go Warriors. Go Jackson Andrew. Hey, that was the second baseman. He turned the double play earlier, Kevin, if I remember right, and he did a heck of a job. He's a good ball player, too. Rocket Man Rex comes up to bat for the Bobcats here in the top of the 6th inning. And JR, I may let you commentate for just a second. I'm watching Smalls, making sure she's okay here.
All right. First pitch is inside for ball to Rex.
We appreciate everybody tuning in with us. This young man right here didn't start the day, Dan Syme, but he's done a heck of a job coming in since then. Hard hit down the third base line, going to be just foul. Rex Sherd had a pretty good hit earlier. I would say probably the only really barreled up ball that Corning has had against Lifeway today. Lifeway didn't really have any until that last inning, honestly. At least I don't think anyways. As Syme gets the sign.
Outside.
I like that. That's a tough one.
Syme gets the sign.
Syme gets the sign and pitches just a bit outside, as JR alluded to. Ty Price, your on-deck hitter for the Bobcats. We'll see if we can get this leadoff guy on. A little hitter's count here for Rex. That ball's poked to the right side. First baseman slide into his right. Gets it. He doesn't need help. He's going to take it himself. And that's Langford. And those long legs, I don't even know if he ran over there. I think he just stepped. Took one step and slid. And great job by Langford. You know, earlier he had one of those, though, that he kind of booted a little bit. And it was interesting to see him go to the slide again there. Very interesting, but he did. He had confidence in it. It's going to bring up Ty Price. Ty fouls this one out of play. Man, that is so close. Goodness gracious, that's so scary when it gets that close. Remember, this is win or go home. This is the state 2A baseball tournament. Good location there outside, but it was a ball. Good eye by Ty Price. And, boy, we could really use one of his gappers here, one of those doubles to get the Bobcats going in this 6th inning. Pitch from Syme is a little bit outside. Even when he's missing, JR, he's not missing by much.
Not by much, no. You know, if you can put a line drive in either gap right now, though, there's big gaps out there in both right center and left center field.
Yeah, let you look at the gaps there. Infield plays a little bit deep. Outfield is it's like the corners are playing. The right corner is playing to go opposite field. The left fielder is playing to pull, and the center fielder is playing dead center. You're right. The gaps are definitely there. Matter of fact, we'll watch this pitch from right here, matter of fact. Give you all a little bit better view of that. Swung through and missed. That 3-1, you knew Ty Price was going to unload on it. He was swinging for Forest City. Didn't get a hold of it. Now we got a payoff pitch. Full count. Syme, Price, Roddy on Roddy. Syme out of the stretch. The pitch, off speed. It's fouled out of play. Heads up over here next to us. Almost caught there by the coach for, who is that? I don't know.
That Milwaukee Brewers.
He's got an orange Milwaukee Brewers hat. Man, I don't know who that is. Unless that's a travel team and they're just up here, who knows. But either way, we'll do this payoff pitch thing one more time. Inside, great eye there from Ty Price. We'll take a base runner however we can get a base runner. And when it gets
need base runners right now for sure.
And then when it gets this late in the game, you start talking about tying runs and go-ahead runs. Well, the tying run is at the plate, and who is it? It's the senior, Reed McMasters. Righty on lefty. Reed, even stance, suffocates that plate. White bat and gloves. Ty Price on first. Here's the pitch. Good pitch there from Dan Syme. Syme's done a good job in relief here. Very good job in relief for Lifeway. Here's the pitch to Reed. That ball is going to maybe get through. Diving opportunity there by the shortstop. He did keep it from going to the outfield, but that's going to be a base knock by Reed McMasters. His second single in a row. Hey, great effort out there, though, by Jackson Rogers. I don't know if Ty Price could have got the third if it got by him, but either way, good effort. Now you got the tying run on and the go-ahead run at the plate here, and it's another senior. He has an open stance. He's also a lefty, and he crowds that plate. Righty on lefty right here. 2 on. Seth Smith to the outfield for a base knock. The right fielder bobbles it. He thought he might have had a play at second. It was hit so hard. We got the bases loaded. There are ducks on the pond. Sound the bells, ring the alarms, rally the troops, man the torpedoes. We are in business, are the Bobcats. Eli Wright. Can't go wrong with Eli Wright. And, boy, the Bobcats could use this young man right here.
The outfielders just keep creeping in. If he lines one out past him, we're going to run forever.
You ain't a kid. And that ball's hit. Speaking of, out to deep left center.
There we go.
Gets by him. This is going to be a tying ball game thanks to Eli Wright. Holy hay bells, the Bobcats have battled back. It's the top of the 6th. It's the state tournament, and it's a tie ball game, baby. I didn't think that you could burn Quinn, not Micah Quinn, but somehow Eli Wright did it. JR, you could not have said it any perfectly. The outfield kept creeping.
They were down at the lower end of our lineup, and the outfield just kept creeping in a little more and a little more.
Eli Wright ambushes that pitch, and you still got 2 on here. And how about TJ Small? Good outside pitch. Way to come back there if you're Dan Syme. A lot going on there, and you need something, and you need it now, and Dan found it. Good job by Syme there. 2 runners on. That's Smith at second. That's Eli Wright with some wheels at first. If you hit it in the gap, you probably say he's going to score. Ooh, that's dangerous there.
That was the catcher called timeout.
Okay. I like the idea there from Grayson Gatasuk, but maybe a little bit quicker.
yeah, it was a little bit late. I thought the batter called it first, but the umpire pointed at the catcher. So
it's just so dangerous because you're coming off that mound and you're going full steam ahead, and then to stop that motion, a lot of torque has to happen. What, baby? Okay, all right, babe. 0-1 count on TJ Small.
Got a coach's visit.
Well, this is going to be interesting here because Coach looked at somebody there. That's Matt Clam, who I'm talking about. Let's get you to this angle. Actually, this is probably a little bit better angle. It almost seemed as if he was telling someone to get ready, but I think this is going to be Syme's ball here. I really do. He hasn't taken it from him yet. But initially, when he came out, he pointed at someone. Now, unless he was pointing to the umpire to let him know, hey, I want time. But usually you point the home plate umpire, not the first base umpire. Yeah. Syme's going to stay in. I'm going to tell you something, too. We've had very few barreled-up hits against him, too, so I don't mind this. Honestly, I think I'd have kept the starting pitcher in a little bit longer. But, listen, that's why we're not coaching. That's why we're just on headsets. These are the tough decisions. They know their players better than we do. And like Mr. Andy Jett said, that actually probably saves Rogers for tomorrow if they can somehow survive this game. That's a bunt attempt, but it's right to the pitcher. He's going to go to third, and they got the out there. Great job by Syme. And T.J. Small is not happy with himself, and Coach George's not happy either. That one was bunt. Yeah, he said anywhere away from the pitcher. And my thing there is if you bunt it left, it's closer. But he has to almost underhand it or backhand it because he's a righty. But if you bunt it to the right side, it's a farther throw. But it's probably a little bit easier for him to grab and then just toss it, too.
Yeah, you got to bunt that more. You got to get it to the third baseman.
Murray fouls it out into the lights here, the bright lights at Palestine Wheatley High School in Palestine, Arkansas. Share that feed. Let them know we got a tie ball game in the top of the 6th inning here in a win or go home, do or die state tournament game. DT Bryan says, good job, Bobcats. Keep it up. Sandy Anders on with us, Jessica Dunning, Bo Roark, and we got time by Mad Dog Murray. Chris Hutchison, our good friend with K8 News, is behind us here, doing a good job.
Stand up and wave.
Getting the action here for Region 8 as well. Murray just kind of, it's almost like when he just wants to foul one off, he just takes a little bit off and kind of
just flings his bat out.
Yeah.
Makes contact with it.
I won't say an excuse me swing, but just kind of, hey, I'm confident. I can hit that. Stay alive here. We'll see what Syme and Gatasek had to say about this pitch right here. Whatever it was, Syme didn't like the first call. Shakes him off. High pitch, poked over the third baseman. It's fair. Eli Wright rounds third. That is going to be the go-ahead run on an RBI single by Mad Dog Murray, baby. 4-3 Bobcats. And the boys from Clay County are battling back and have taken the lead here in the top half of the 6th inning. Wow, I'm not going to lie to you. I honestly thought that Sawyer had that. I don't know if you noticed, JR, did you see his first movement?
Yep.
Was up.
Yep.
And I just knew he had it. And I tell you what, that ball had a little spin on it, a little English, kind of like a pool shark, if you will. And it found a way to get over. Hey, listen, it doesn't have to be hard hits every time. There's no style points in baseball either. Get it done or you don't. Jackson Jett fouls this one, or chops this one foul, I should say. I almost said fouls this one chop. Yeah. Chops this one foul.
Well, we got a lot of speed on the base right now, too.
You're right about that one. Good call there. TJ Small at second. Let's get you the look here. And then we've got Mad Dog Murray at first. And you got the leadoff hitter, Jackson Jett, kind of the hero at the plate in the winner-go-home Sloan Hendricks game in regionals. A little bit off the play. I'm going to tell you something.
Good eye.
It is, and I'm going to tell you something. This Syme kid's a pitcher now. I'm telling you, we've talked about it, but when he misses, he don't miss by much. Well, that camera's out of – we apologize. That one's out of focus. We'll get that fixed here in just a second.
This one again, I guess.
Yes. Oh, that's a tough. Yeah, Jackson's not happy with himself there. I don't think Crash Jet was very happy. I seen the reaction from Crash.
He
You get so invested with these kids, man, and it's just Gary Arndt said, I wouldn't have bunted there. Hey, to each their own, Gary. Hey, and of course it's easy for me to say that in hindsight. I get the idea to do it. I get the idea to don't, but man, tough way to go there, and then a tough way to go there as well. Credit sign for getting them out of the inning there. Jackson Jet goes down on strikes. However, those Fighting Bobcats, man, they have found a way to get this game back in their favor somehow, some way, and they found a way to do it that inning right there. Plating 3, and on 7 hits, 1 error, they got 4 runs. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning, guys. And let's bring it back up here with us. Let's do this real quick. Let's go through some comments. April Wood says, let's go Bobcats. Well, I think I got that one early. Heather Clifton says, go Bobcats. Can you check YouTube for me, if you don't mind, real quick? Guys, if you're watching right now live, share the feed for us if you don't mind. Tag some folks. Let them know, hey, we got a good ball game. What are you doing? You blowing a bubble? Where'd you get gum at?
From the sucker.
Oh, okay. Holy smokes, we got a ton of people watching. Man, you YouTube viewers, I am so sorry. Whitney McClellan says, way to go, Micah. Go Lifeway. Hey, Whitney, Micah's a ball player. You give me 9 Micah Quins, and we're going to do some damage.
Yeah.
Shelly is on here as well. We do not have a streaming company for Lifeway. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Shelly. I hate that. If there's anybody at Lifeway that wants to try to do that, holler at us. We've helped a lot of companies get started. We'd love to help any way we can there. Just a kind parent who does the live for us on Huddle. That's awesome. Whoever that parent is, kudos to you. Angie Post says, go Lifeway from a grandmother in El Dorado. How about that, Angie? We appreciate you tuning in. Jennifer Nolan, Dan Syme is a sophomore. Holy smoke.
Oh, wow.
This Lifeway team is going to be good in the future, too.
Yeah.
Coach Gatasek said only 2 seniors. I think him and Clem told me that. Hey, we talk about us being young. This Lifeway team's young, too.
Yep.
Catherine Britton says Jackson Rogers is a freshman.
Good grief.
Hey, you fans at Lifeway, we may have to start getting used to each other, y'all. We might be calling each other
Might be seeing each other a lot the next few years.
We might be calling each other by first name basis by the time these kids are all, juniors and seniors. So Miss Wright's on there, so they're watching from Corning. Got some thunder, rain, and dark, but they're still watching. Erica says, let's go Bobcats. Love my number 27. That's Rapert. Travis Williams says, Jackson Williams is typically a pitcher only. Okay, hey, thank you. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. I did not. There's a lot of comments on YouTube. I'm so sorry. That's my fault, guys. All right, look at this, folks. New pitcher on the bump. That's a senior. The other senior, Seth Smith. Also a lefty. He pitches from the third base side of the rubber out of the stretch. First pitch swinging there by Shepherd Green. I like the idea from Shepherd Green. Too many kids, when they get the relief pitcher coming in, they're watching pitches. No, man. Just like a closer comes in to attack you, I think the hitters need to ambush. So I like the idea there from Shepherd, but great pitch by Seth Smith. This time Shepherd fouls it back, and how about Seth Smith ahead 0-2 in the count? Listen, in regionals, we needed someone to come in that win-or-go-home game and settle us down and throw strikes. This man right here hasn't pitched a lot this year, but by golly, in the biggest moment of the year, he did it, and he came through for us in a big way, and he threw strikes, and he got us. I mean, there's so many guys that you could say MVP of that game, but you've got to talk about this young man, too, when you talk about that. Ahead of Shepherd. Off speed of beauty! Holy hay bells! Seth Smith says, take a seat, young man. What a pitch by the senior lefty. 12 gauge, as we like to call him. And for those wondering, he's a heck of a trap shooter going to Southern Arkansas University. He's also our QB1 at Corning for the Lifeway fans that are curious how he got that nickname. He's a heck of a quarterback. Broke all the records passing at Corning as we won a state championship this year thanks to him. That ball, I'm not kidding you, JR, that foul ball just nipped the bench, nipped that bleacher, and then nipped another bench over there. I don't know how it did that. That was impressive. Here comes the 0-1 pitch in the pellets. I can't say dirt. In the pellets. This is the first time we've had.
It's dirt.
Yeah. Okay. Can I say that?
It's dirt.
I'm just going to say dirt. You know, who cares? Head first into the dirt. The kick, the delivery. Oh, baby, what a pitch there inside. That ball, when it's a fastball inside, it really gets it in you there, and you better have some quick hands. Now, Sawyer does, but I think Sawyer was looking for something a little bit different there. Ahead of the count again is senior Seth Smith. The lefty kicks, delivers right down central.
I think he was looking for something else. What do you think?
That's a Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band song. Down on Main Street. It's right down Main Street. JR shaking his head.
We just
singing.
lost about 50% of our viewers right there.
That's a pretty favorable number for me. I thought you were going to say 60 or 70, so I will take it. Speaking of taking, the first pitch is taken there by the senior Caleb Benz. One of only two. We talked about the Bobcats only having two. One of only two seniors on this Lifeway team. Real quick, guys, if you're watching, share the feed for us, okay? Tag some folks. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you're cheering for. We got a dandy of a game. Nice off speed for a strike at the knees. What'd you say, Smalls?
I got my hands sticky. Can I go wash them again?
You got your hands sticky again? How much candy do you have over here? I sure hope Mama ain't watching. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. All right, kiddo, go do what you got to do, okay? The kick. The delivery. That was a little outside. It was. It's a good call by the umpire.
He tried to frame it in, but it was.
Give TJ credit, too. Yeah, it was. It was outside.
It tried to make it back. It was hooking back, but not quite enough.
You Lifeway fans will have to just ignore us. We're very, very partial to our Bobcats, so we apologize there. But here comes the pitch. Hit hard to the shortstop. Great job, Jagger George.
Nice
Great job,
inning.
Seth Smith, getting us out of that inning. And the Bobcats are one inning away from advancing in the state tournament. We're going to the top half of the seventh inning here in Palestine, Arkansas, as my buddy Muffin James Varv. Let's bring it up here real quick. These are the stomping grounds for my buddy Muffin. And I have tried to get dirt on him all week. Everybody I've called up here, they're like, oh, he's such a great guy. I don't know what he's paid them to keep those secrets, but they're taking him to his grave, man. They're not saying anything. They all said, such a good kid, such a good – man, come on. We know better than that. So, but no, James is beloved over here. This is kind of his area, his stomping grounds, and really good people over here. Kerry Knowlton's the AD here, and we dealt with him during football season a couple years ago. I think we were the final game on their old football field, I think.
I think so.
And they were really good to us there. There was a lady here. Who was the lady?
Don't ask me somebody's
Kelly
name.
Parsons. Kelly Parsons. If there's any Palestine people that know Kelly Parsons, she was so sweet to us. She took good care of us when we were here a couple years ago at football. And I really appreciate that. I still hadn't. We're still friends. We talk every now and then. She had a son that maybe a nephew that just graduated, I think, the other day. I seen a post the other day. So, Kelly Parsons, if you're watching, any of the family there, thank y'all. We didn't forget what y'all did for us a few years ago, and it means a lot. Christian Chris says, woohoo, Bobcats are winning. Yeah, right now we are, but this Lifeway team, they're not going to go quietly in the night. I'm telling you, they won't vanish without a fight. These guys are too good. And JR, is that it? No, that's the same. Okay, Simon's up there.
Yep, same one.
William Murray says go Lifeway. Well, William, they've been going for the most part. They're down right now, but I wouldn't count them out. Let's go back to Facebook on the comments if you don't mind, JR. Thank y'all for tuning in with us today. We had brought up some old Bobcat State baseball tournament teams. I also want to mention that 07-08, those 2 years of teams. I believe made it to the semifinals. The Jared Williams, the Zach Browns. I've heard some really good stories there. So, sorry I didn't have any pictures or stats. I tried to get some, but, of course, that's a little bit further back. So, we got a few more. Okay. All right. Off-speed pitch by Simon just missed on Jagger George. Jagger, I think this young man, in my opinion, is due. He's had some unlucky hits there, a couple flyouts today, and I think he's due. I hope he is anyways. Tanya Mace is tagging Scott Mace. Jayanna Couch says, my kneecaps are shaking. Let's go, Cats. Kevin Helpton says, tell Crash to settle down. I've seen him swing and miss a few times. Shots fired, verbal shots fired. There's a good shot down center there for side to George. Rodney Parks Jr. says, good job, Bobcats. Michelle and Jeremy Woods. Murray with the, I like that, strong like bull. Stronger than a Well done steak at Western Sizzlin' is Mad Dog Murray. That ball hopefully will get out of play, but that's going to be the third baseman making the catch, Sawyer. Great job by Sawyer ranging over there. And, JR, is it me or does the wind kind of calm down?
It died down for now, yep.
Earlier, that ball might have gotten out of play, but not right now. It's not. Every pitcher today, Jackson Rogers, Reed McMasters, Dan Syme, and
been excellent pitching today.
Yeah, and Seth Smith. None of these pitchers, no matter what, this is a game you don't want any of the team to lose, but someone's got to lose it. None of these pitchers need to hang their head today. This has been a phenomenally pitched game from all sides, and it's just not what I expect. I thought this was going to be like an 11-10 game. That ball's hit right to the second baseman. He comes up, attacks the ball across the diamond in time to retire Rex Shurd. 2 up, 2 down for Dan Syme. I tell you what, it's about time for the Bobcats to get a little rally going here. It is 2-out time, and we've seen Lifeway get a 2-out rally earlier. How about the Bobcats here? We sure would take it. Ty Price at the plate. Ty, we hope the price is right. Come on down to first and maybe second as well. We take that. He has hit a home run this year, too. That ball is high. MLB pop fly, left fielder coming on, but the shortstop says, I've got it. 1, 2, 3, excellent job by Simon Company as the Warriors get out of the inning. They're only down 1. Folks, it's do or die. It's the bottom of the 7th. Do not go anywhere. If you do, go get you a quick tall glass of whole milk. Bring it back. Let's do graphics line score. Kick your shoes off. Settle into your recliner. Do not touch that dial. Throw the remote away. We have got a dandy, and it's not over yet. It'll be interesting to see if Seth Smith comes back out on the mound. I would assume that would be the case.
He is going back to the mound.
I don't want to assume anything. All right, guys, what a game so far, and we're not done yet, folks. We are not done yet. I wish I had some more score updates from the other games. There's other games played at Forest City right now, and we just don't know those games and scores. And, of course, we had the games earlier. I know Cedar Ridge won here 10-0. I know Conway Christian got beat by Murfreesboro, 1-4 matchup there. Parker's Chapel beat Des Arc. Haven't heard much on the other side over there at Forest City. I really don't know. So if y'all know, post those for us, and we'll mention it. One of the other teams in our regional, Riverside, plays Hackett. And I've heard a lot of good things about Hackett. And we know Riverside. Mm-hmm. We know how kind of monster. We're good. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Coach Gatasuck coming over here. He's all smiles, man. Hey, these kids live for this. He was a big help this week. He really was. I needed stuff last minute, and he came through in a big way. He didn't care giving out stats for their team. I mean, sometimes you think maybe it's a scouting disadvantage. He didn't care. Just like if they needed something from us, we'd have done it too. And he goes over and talks to Coach Kyle George and the players in the dugout, and hey, this is what you live for. This is what these kids live for, man. You grow up dreaming about playing in the state tournament and having a chance to get the final out or get the walk-off win, whatever it is. And both of these teams are going to have that opportunity as TJ Small throws down, and we're getting ready to start. Guys, buckle up. Buckle up. Bottom of the 7th coming at you.
Bottom 7, you couldn't ask for a better ball game so far.
You could not. Isaiah Hallwell says ESPN signed these guys. Thank you, Isaiah. Hey, buddy, we may – hey, if we're able to hold on and win this game, we're going to need some help. We'll talk about that later, too. But Wendy Norwood says, hold them, Bobcats. Boy, we're crossing fingers and toes, Wendy's. But we got a heck of a hitter. It's the top of their lineup, and it's Dan Syme, and we haven't gotten him out yet. Seth Smith gets to face him this time, though. First pitch is low. In the dirt? Nope, in the pellets. I can't say it. I just can't. I can't say in the dirt when it's not the dirt. And I don't know. And Lifeway may not have played a game on turf this year either.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's something about Dan Syme that just screams, "Don't throw me a strike."
Evidently, because we've had trouble. We've had trouble getting strikes in there on him tonight.
3 walks. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the uniglover there, the one batting glove. I don't know. But there's again, I'm not exaggerating. I think all of his bats today, he's had a 3-0 count, and I'm not exaggerating. We'd have to go back and truly look. The last thing you want to do here, obviously, is walk the tying run on as the leadoff hitter here. Let's see if Seth can compose himself and pump a strike, and he does right when he needed it. Great job, 12 gauge. Honestly, 3-1, if you got to take one off here, too, you got to do what you got to do. You got to trust that defense right here. If you're 12 gauge, give us a chance here and pump strikes. And he does. Beauty, a cheese at the knees, if you will, from Snake Eyes, SS, S square, baby. Big, big payoff pitch here. I don't know. Has Sam swung the bat today?
I'm not sure.
He didn't this time. They're going to pull the string on him. Good morning, good evening, good night, says Seth Smith. As Sam goes back to the dugout, and that brings up a dangerous 2-hole hitter, Grayson Gatasek. This kid, and you're going to see the stats here in a minute, has been unbelievable this year. 3 home runs, 523 batting average, over 1,400 OPS. That's insane. Inside pitch for a strike, though. Seth Smith says, I don't care about stats. All that stuff is irrelevant. This is postseason. It's a new season. How about Seth moving on that rubber, too? He's on the left-hand side of your camera because he's on that third base side of the rubber, out of the stretch with nobody on. Oh, a curveball and a beauty. B-E-A, beautiful pitch by Seth Smith, and he's got him off balance right now. JR, do you waste a pitch here, or do you just attack him?
I'd try to get a chase, I think, here. Oh, we got a late time.
Yeah.
Way late time.
Yeah. That's tough right there. And of course, umpire's doing everything he can to get it before the pitch is going. It ain't like it's anything vicious there, but that's tough, though.
TJ wants it out.
He's setting up outside. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, he strikes him out. A big strikeout by Seth Smith. But the threat is not over because the 3-hole hitter, who has been phenomenal this year as well, and that is Micah Quinn. And you want to talk about a heavy hitter. You had one that just came through. You've got another one right here. Over 1,400 OPS, 446 batting average, and 3 humdingers on the year. But he hasn't faced Seth Smith yet. That was close. That was close.
Whoa,
we'll watch the replay. I think it was a little bit low, but we'll watch it again. You be the judge, jury, and the decider at home. Just a smidgen low. Yeah, it was. Just a smidgen, though. Not by much, though. Open stance from Micah Quinn. That one's outside and low. 2-0. And now if you're Micah Quinn and you're Coach Clem, I am telling him, listen, with 1 strike or 2 strike, I want you to swing how I want you to do it. But right here, you swing how you want to do it. You might see Micah Quinn swing for the Forest City State Park right here, or the whatever that was, Jackson Complex at Forest City on this one. Waves his bat. Curveball. How about a curveball on the 2-0 count?
Curveball.
A 2-0 curveball.
That's confidence in your pitchers right there.
For a strike. JR, you said it perfectly. How about that? You want to talk about keeping guys off balance. 2-1 count. Smith. Another one. Fouled off by Quinn. Hey, Quinn did a good job getting a bat on that one. The Bobcats
2 balls, 2
are
strikes.
1 strike away from advancing in the state tournament. It's Deuces Wild. It's senior on arguably Lifeway's best hitter with a 1-run lead. Lefty on righty. Enjoy it, folks. The kick, the delivery, pokes out to right field. It's going to find a spot in the turf for a base hit. The tying run is on first base. Got to give Micah Quinn all the credit in the world right there. Matter of fact, I don't think we've retired him today, JR. I think he walked twice. I think he got a double and a single, if I'm not – yeah, we haven't. We haven't retired Micah Quinn today. We will try to retire Jackson Rogers here. The 4-hole hitter, the cleanup hitter, lefty-righty. He's got those bright yellow batting gloves. Open stance. Holds the bat down right by the knob. Runner's going. TJ, the throw. Couldn't quite get there in time. Now the runner is in scoring position. That is a tying run. Remember that. Good job by Quinn. Head first slide in the turf. Not a bad throw there by TJ Small, though. Here's the deal. If you get the batter, as long as the runner doesn't steal home, it's irrelevant. If you can get the hitter here. Seth Smith out of the stretch. 1-0 count. The kick. The delivery. Hit high.
Pop up.
Eli Wright in center. He's got it. He's under it. The Bobcats are going to win it. The Bobcats are going to win it. The Bobcats are going to win it! The Bobcats survive and advance in the 2A state tournament with a 4-3 thrilling victory over the Warriors of Lifeway Christian. Holy hay bells, what a game. Are you kidding me? The season is not over yet for our Bobcats who just battled their hearts out today. What a game, JR.
What a ball game.
Wow. And Smalls is so happy because now she can go on the inflatable fun.
She can go play in the inflatables.
What a game. What a game. Unbelievable action there. What do you say? Thank you. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. What a game. Unbelievable, folks. We're not done yet. This season is not over. Hey, I like what we got here. Hey, can we take the graphic off real quick, JR, if you don't mind? This is what it's all about. You're going to win games, you're going to lose games, but this is the more important thing right here. You're teaching young men to be just that, to be men, and this is what men do right here. I like this. Win or lose, I love what we're seeing right here. And I'm going to go off the audio for just a second. That's awesome, man. I love seeing that right there from the kids. If you're a Lifeway Christian fan, let's get them on camera there one last time this season there for them. Nothing to hang your heads about. Those boys battled their hearts out. Honestly, their pitchers were better than I thought they were. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought this would be 11-10 game, and I was so wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Credit those boys over there at Lifeway. They pitched a heck of a game. Jackson Rogers, Dan Syme, unbelievable stuff, guys. A heck of a year. Dude, JR, do you remember what they outscored opponents this year? It was insane.
I don't remember.
You guys had phenomenal. Listen, this is baseball. It's a funny sport. Sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes it's not your day. Credit the Bobcats, too. Credit our Corning Bobcats. Man,
I do remember they had a plus 218 run differential, but I don't remember what the exact numbers was.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Kudos to y'all are good. Yeah, y'all go ahead. We'll eventually get this down. I'm sorry, but yeah, y'all go ahead and sit there. You're fine. You're fine. We're in y'all's way, if anything. So, but kudos to Lifeway. Heck of a season. Thank you to the coaches over there. Thank you to Kerry Knowlton, the AD here at Palestine Wheatley as well, who's so good to us. Thanks to the fans. The fans are obviously having to go around us, so thank you to them for being so kind. JR, thank you for being here. It's so good to have you. Got great baseball knowledge. You're good on that right there, too, and I needed that. And I needed someone to bounce some stuff off of, so I appreciate you being here.
Glad I got to be here. Glad I got to come.
Oh, man, experience something like this. Colton Ladyman from home, the IT guy, Smalls. Hey, can you say go Bobcats? Go Bobcats.
Go Corning.
There we go. I like it.
We got sunshine.
And now we have, for the first time today, we have sunshine. All right, guys, we're going to cut the stream because there's a lot of fans here that want to get in a decent spot for this next game, and I don't blame them. And we got a bunch of junk that we got to undo here. So, guys, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. I have no idea. I can't take off work 2 days in a row. I don't know if there's anybody at home. I need to make sure I separate this into a simple setup. So whoever can come up here, it'll be simple. Anybody on our CSR staff, if you're listening, please, AAA charges us anyways. We're going to get charged, whatever it is, $150, $200, $250, whatever it is. If you don't stream them, you get fined anyway. So we need to be here. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. So we need some help with that if we can. Anything you want to say before we get off here?
Nope.
All right, guys. For J.R. Roark. Oh, go ahead, Smalls.
I want to put the microphones on Dad.
For Smalls, for J.R. Roark, I'm Andy Earl saying good night. God bless.